Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Monkey Brains Podcast. It's me, Amber, and the others.
Wake up.
Say hi, others.
Uh-huh.
Wake up.
Thea ain't here, so she had personal things to deal with. So normally she would introduce herself here, but since she is not, we will move on to number 3 in the sequence.
My big fat belly. I was reading out something.
What the fuck?
What's the? Reminds me of a manga panel I saw where it's like, I can't believe I told you my fetish before I told you my name.
Hey, I'm Jim. Also, that is not my thing.
No, that is your thing. It's canon.
No, it's
Canon.
not. No,
Guys,
it's
guys,
not.
guys, put that under the trivia section of the Monkey Page wiki.
That's his canon event right there.
Canon event, and it's just that in quotation marks.
That's your quote at the top of the page.
I was reading out your. Oh,
I'm scared to ask what my canon event is.
You're old.
Fuck you.
Canon event age.
Oh,
Canon event, the
that's
GIF that Jim sent. All right.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce
River.
yourself. That's your canon
I'm
event.
not next.
Yeah.
Wait, am I next?
Yeah.
Did Jem already go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I said
Oh, I
hi,
wasn't paying
I'm Jim.
attention. I'm sorry. Hi. I'm. I need my lifeline.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna call you.
This bit again? Get some new material.
Oh, I'm gonna call you.
Hang on. It doesn't make sense if you call me.
You're gonna boot her up. You're gonna boot her
Reverse
up.
lifeline.
We're both gonna boot each other up.
Reverse lifeline. How does that even work?
That's line.
Definitely.
Oh, I think
Tonight on Nightline.
Fuck.
You should call the rejection.
I got it.
Hello, this is not the person you were trying to call. You've reached the rejection hotline provided by rejectionhotline.com. Unfortunately, the person who gave you this rejection hotline number did not want you to have their real number. We know this sucks, but don't be too devastated. So why were you given a rejection hotline number? Maybe you're just not this person's type. No, this could mean boring, dumb, annoying, arrogant, or just a general weirdo. Maybe you suffer from bad breath, body odor, or a nasty combination of the two. Maybe you just give off that creepy, overbearing psycho stalker vibe, and the idea of going out with you just seems as appealing as playing leapfrog with unicorns. Regardless of the reason, please take the hint. Accept the fact that you were rejected, and then get over it. And please do your best to forget about the person who gave this number, because trust us, they've already forgotten about you. HumorHotline.com.
There you go.
Cool.
Glad to know we have that on recording now.
Wonderful. We got the full package.
The first time I did that with Soul and Gem, they started fucking busting up laughing.
That was funny. Also, I'm still waiting for you to fucking introduce yourself.
Did that lifeline help you, Trevor?
Hang on, I might have one more lifeline.
Oh no.
Um,
We're trying to beat the record of longest intro again.
hang on.
We absolutely are. We're doing it right now. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm getting a call.
Bruh.
Bro, what's up?
I'm introducing myself for the podcast, and I just, I kind of forgot my name. Could you help me remember?
Again? Oh man, I remember you did this a couple months ago. Maybe a few. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, if I remember the top of my name, it started with R. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
It started with the R, ended with the R. Two vowels in between with a V in between. I can't remember exactly, but those are the steps. What do you think?
It's not like Racer, is it?
No. Oh no. Hey, you
It's
know
not
that race car
racist, is it?
I'm sorry, say that again.
You know that race car backwards is race car, right?
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, that's cool. Same thing with Taco Cat.
Taco Cat, really?
Yeah, Taco Cat backwards is Taco Cat.
Oh my god, it is.
Anyway, there's two vowels. I can't remember them. It's R blank V blank R. I can't remember them. Is it Ravor?
Rovier.
Oh no, that's not it.
No, is it Ravier?
No, that's I don't think that's it either.
Rover.
We're getting close, I think.
Roll over, Rover.
Oh man, I can't snap my fingers because they're covered in curly fries. River. It's River.
There it is.
Last name eats sand.
No.
There you go.
Name included. Dum dum.
Yeah, I doxed you. Anyway, I gotta get back to a podcast. You called me at the wrong time.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of a podcast too, so it's fine. So
Oh wow, what a coincidence, right? You know, that's pretty nuts.
yeah, I'll let you get back to
You
your
know what
podcast.
else is nuts?
All right, well, glad I could help.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Glad.
All right, you have a good one, River. Take care, and
all right.
good luck on that podcast. I heard it was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Thank you, and
definitely
good
go
luck
to
on yours too.
www.monkeybrains.com/merch and get and get code monkeybrains 20% off and you have your first purchases.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm just gonna start putting a merch link in the description, and it'll just link to nothing.
Sorry, guys, I had to take a call.
What the hell happened to your mic?
Sorry, I had to take a call.
Okay. It's fine. It happens to the best of us.
Your microphone quality seemed to have gotten worse.
Oh no, I just had to change it to my speaker again. And I'm fine.
This bitch sucks.
It does.
Anyway, did you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I got my lifeline for it.
Okay. My name is Soul. Now we get to the actual podcast.
Only
No,
7.5 minutes, guys. Congratulations.
Woo!
I think we need to have like a. I'm gonna have to sort our episodes by like longest intro to shortest intro.
What if there's a way to do that, like, a way to do that on like YouTube?
Well, I don't think that there is any indication of doing that, considering YouTube can't really tell when we start and finish an intro.
Right, but you know how YouTube has like the chapters functionality?
I'm not going back to every episode to add a chapter to indicate the end of our intros.
I just know that Soul and I got the shortest intro because we didn't even introduce ourselves.
0 seconds.
I introduced for the bit.
No, you didn't.
I said, "And my name is Soul." Anyway,
No, you
into
didn't.
that podcast.
Well, we're glad to know our record is record is held by our off episode at a grand total of never.
What's funny is that the only people who are fighting over that fucking record is just ourselves.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
It's just it's not even a record that we're fighting for. It's just a record that happens to occur. We beat the record by either being incredibly stupid on the high end or incredibly not ourselves on the low end.
I think it's the former.
I'm eating a cheeseburger.
Good for you.
Mm.
Are you going to share it with the rest of the class?
I would try, but I think my phone would be smeared with burger juice.
Lick it off.
Gross.
Also helps clean your screen.
Gross. Lick it off.
Well, unlike saber-toothed tigers, I do not have little thistles on my tongue to clean things.
I like how the first comparison with like the sandpaper tongue was yes, saber-toothed tigers.
Yeah, them motherfuckers were scratchy as hell.
Diego was cool.
They're cool.
From
They're
Ice
cool,
Age.
don't get me wrong. Like bigger cats and stuff, they all usually have like those like backward bristles where they literally can like rip your skin off if they lick your arm.
Well, I'll remember that next time I run into a saber-toothed tiger.
Well, any big cat in general. That's like the anatomy. They have those little backwards bristles that like when they lick you, they literally like are like little like handheld razor blades.
I do, in fact, own a cat. I am very aware of this. Luckily, the house cats don't rip your skin off, at least as far as I know.
At least, well, with enough time, probably.
Yeah, if they lick you for, like, days on end, they'll eventually grind through.
Maybe weeks, but even then.
I don't think that... I think I would have to say days, because I feel like at a certain point, the regenerative rate of your skin outpaces the amount that you're losing by them constantly licking you. Also, they would probably die before they got through it, so, you know.
It's true. Cats have a short life expectancy. It's like 3 minutes.
Now, theoretically, if I licked myself, how long would that take?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of me?
One, if you treat me to a nice night.
What?
My okay.
What?
I've just thought of the worst joke ever. How many licks does it take?
Oh my god.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of an oiled up pen?
This is going in a great direction.
Sorry, I've been watching too much Carson, and they make a lot of jokes about that.
You've been watching too much what?
Call me Carson.
Oh, I genuinely thought he said hentai or something. I was like,
No.
I've been watching too much hardcore porn. Oh, that just rubs off on me.
Just like I rub my. I'm just
Fun, if you treat me to a nice night, I am done. That fucking took.
Did you say if you treat me to an ice night?
No,
nice night.
She was repeating the joke I made.
I thought you said ice night. I was like ice cream.
I'm surprised at myself for coming up with that joke so quickly on the fly.
That
nice
was
night for
insanely
Amber
good,
is
but
playing
also
solo
what
games
the
while
fuck, Amber?
I'm so funny.
That was so
really
dumb.
Oh my god.
Hey, when did I tell a lie?
Anywho, I saw a shooting star yesterday.
Happy birthday. Sorry. It's a tick.
For real. I saw a shooting star while driving back home.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Oh, I did the soy jack face, and I kept on driving.
You did you like turn away from it and point back at it?
I wish, but I mean, if I wanted to crash, I would have. But...
You started pointing at the shooting star and you started swerving.
A shooting star! I gotta run into it. Please let it fall on top of my head. Please.
I needed to make a mana crystal.
Needed to make a
I approve.
crystal.
So true.
Get it? I'm a mage.
No one's gonna get that reference.
I'm just so mad. I'm really mad.
Okay, for the context, Amber, Soul, and I have been playing Terraria Calamity. That's what the joke is.
Yep.
River joins every now and then.
I get in on it every now and then, but I I have a hard time, especially when Amber is criticizing my every move.
That is true.
You
He does
didn't
do
know
that.
how to make torches. How could I not criticize you?
I haven't played Terraria in an extremely long time. You cannot you cannot at me for
It's
not
li-
knowing how to make torches. I'm
It's
sorry
like
that I'm not a
it's
fucking
like
fair.
riding a
Terraria
bike.
To be
expert like
fair,
you, okay?
to be fair, torches are usually made with a stick and coal in most games.
Oh, I'm
Stone
sorry.
and
Oh,
stick and
That was
charcoal.
vile.
Never in my life would I have imagined you use gel. But in the context of the game, it's flammable, so I can understand why from there. But from first glance, I'm like,
Okay,
how the
answer
fuck?
me this then.
That just makes a sticky stick.
Answer me this then. How does it work? Does it work in the sense that you can like strike it against the ground like a match, and then it just you have a torch? Like,
probably.
Yeah, you probably like strike it against a surface like a match.
Or the guide.
or the,
Yeah,
fuck the
got.
guy in particular.
Yeah, you just like pull out the guide. Hey, can you light this on fire for me?
Hey, yo, light me this one,
I
G.
just the way that I imagine it is like, here, can you light this for me? He takes it, scrapes it across his forehead, and it ignites. Like,
Yeah, it's,
Or it could
it's
be the good.
I don't know why.
Or you could do that with the
way
arms
that I
dealer.
pictured it.
You could do it with the arms dealer. You know how Pico like shoots his own cigar in order to light it? You could do that with the arms
Is
dealer
it like
too.
that?
Yeah,
He shoots the gel and it lights on fire.
yeah.
You could go to like. What you could do is go to the demolitionist and have him like blow something up and then stand on like the blast radius and hold the torch within it.
Oh, that'd be so tough.
It'd be so fucking badass. You wouldn't even understand.
It would. It would.
What's the most badass way to light a torch, do you guys think?
Oh, I know a specific scene. There's a horror movie called Mandy, and in the movie, I'm not gonna say why it happens, but basically this guy kills another guy in like a chainsaw fight. It's like two chainsaws battling against each other like swords, and then the other guy beheads the other guy. Okay, the guy goes on fire, then beheads him, then grabs a cigar and then lights the cigar in his like still on fire head. I think that's probably like the most like badass way of lighting a cigar or a cigarette, I guess.
Or a torch or whatever.
Or a torch.
Yeah, or
Or
torch.
a
Yeah,
torch
you know,
a torch if you're not a drug person.
You know what I think is the most badass way to light up a torch?
Yeah.
Get like a monster truck to like do like a double backflip over like 6 school buses that are like augmented to have like the fire spouts on the top and light that shit while having like a bunch of torches sticking out on the side of the monster truck, and while it's fucking flying the flames shoot up like crazy and then they fucking light up, and then also the Rock is there and he turns around and does the face, and then the monster truck lands, and then out comes, oh my god, it's Joe Biden. He comes out and he's like,
Mater.
he's like, I was inside Tomater, and then he does a Fortnite dance.
Cool. Next up,
The amount of effort it took to not immediately upon Soul saying that say, God, I wish that was me.
what? Oh.
So,
Mater is a handsome fellow.
Mater is cool.
I would
Like
never
Mater.
I would never date Mater. He's a southerner.
No, he's a
Yeah, but he's
kind
cool. He
one.
likes Lightning McQueen.
He's a
He's
kind
like Radiator Springs. Radiator Springs.
on the video, every time I hear the name Mater, I think of I want you. What?
Oh wow.
Hey Mater, it's nice to finally be back in Radiator Springs. I want you.
I want you.
What?
Question. Have you ever
Eh?
felt comfortable in your own skin? Peel off your skin.
Peel off your skin.
Do you feel comfortable on your skin? You don't? Why don't you take it off?
Get
Pull
off.
off your skin.
Yeah.
I love how I love in the video he says it like inquisitively, like he's kind of like
You
pondering.
don't?
Pull off your skin.
Pull off your skin.
I also
Why don't
like
you
how
take it
it just
off?
shows a fucking like Lightning McQueen like rubber boot.
All right. All the stock images it goes through.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Mm,
What
I'm
happened?
so mad.
What happened?
Are you playing Pokemon Go?
No, somebody else is playing Pokemon Go and they got like 5 shiny Lugias and I don't got a single one.
Bro, you already have like 5 other ones before you. You played this game since like 2016. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't have the
Reminds
account from
me of the
2016.
scene
This is
from,
from 2015.
It reminds me of the scene from Smiling Friends with the boss going,
All right.
"Googly goo, hubba, 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 hubba."
That scene is so
I was
fun.
thinking of the one where like Aisha Speed was like stuttering, and then the fucking one guy was like googly googly goo, and then Speed starts fucking screaming. He's like, "Shut up!"
You said
I have
I
not
show
seen
speed. My
that.
first thought was the fucking Luigi.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Princess Bubblegum,
Luigi!
Bowser. No, he goes Browser.
Browser.
What did he call Toad? I forgot what he called him.
So I don't know. Wait,
Wow.
who?
Yes, here.
Sophia.
Introduce
Hello?
yourself.
Yellow.
Hello?
Bello.
Hello?
Hello.
Buddy people.
Banana. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess she doesn't want to be here.
She did not want to be part of.
Okay,
Oh,
she's
she wants to be a part of banana. Banana.
Talking like that, I'm gonna leave and I'm not gonna come back.
Why? We're podcasting.
We're feeling despicable.
Bello.
Is this a thing that happened while I was gone?
Banana.
No. We just
No.
started. I do.
Oh, people.
Lucky me.
We're
Bello.
below.
Don't leave, please.
I'm gonna
Don't
be
leave.
real.
I
I'm gonna
was
beat to death.
Time to make a $17 Minion song.
Ew.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. This is too much brain rot,
You
even
know
for
what's-
me.
If
See-
you make a $17 Minion song, I will do. I will fucking. I will draw for it. I will do animations for it. I will chart
Now
I
I'm
was
it.
I'm
totally
about to
expecting you to
make-
go in a different direction, but you know
Is
what?
this gonna be another one of those I will do everything and then it just never happens?
No, it actually did happen one time with James Charles.
What?
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's the one. That's like the
Probably
one
not the
time it
best
Me,
actually
me
did
and River,
happen.
we have a little list of
Charles,
one
like-
shots we did.
That's like that one thing that, like the one time it did actually happen.
No, we have like
That was on a whim.
that was definitely on a whim. I just made the song, and then I was making it, and I showed River, and I was like, "Hey, I'm making a song about James Charles," and she was like, "I'm dropping everything I'm doing. We're doing PNGs. We're doing this," and I'm like, "Okay." And then we did it, and then I don't remember if it's on Game Banana or not.
No, I haven't put it up yet. I will soon though.
It is.
When did
it
you
is-
make this?
They
We
made
made
it
it a
like,
long
I
time
think it's
ago.
fuck.
like a year ago.
Like a good year.
How did it take
Maybe-
this long?
Well, because
Shit
listen,
came
I
up.
just had it sitting in my library, and then Soul didn't ask me to put it up until onto Game Banana until like a month ago. And when
Yeah.
I ported it over to Psych 1.0, the Flash event for some reason broke everything, and so I have to recode it now, and I have to make sure the Flash event works before I can
Struggles of
Game
a
Banana.
programmer.
The struggles of Psych Engine.
This
Anyway,
is not,
Fia, how
this
you
is not
doing?
Psych.
You just dropped in.
Anywho, yeah.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
I might be dropping in and out. I don't know. I still need to make some tea. Today is my relaxing day because I finished my college application and it scarred me for life.
Hey,
think,
it's
probably.
over with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
is
sound
over
like you're
with.
on the. You sound like you're teetering on the edge here.
That's because I am. Wait, am I not cutting out anymore?
No,
No, you're not
No.
cutting
you're
out.
fine.
You just sound like you just sound very like shaky.
I sound very shaky because I am. Hey!
What happened? Oh no.
Cat.
You
Other cat.
Sometimes
Which
screaming
one is it
gibberish
this
at her
time,
is-
Fia?
It's Poe. She's the only one that chews up paper. Like a malevolent gargoyle.
Like,
Like a
Badass.
malevolent
Go-
gargoyle.
How about you go and do something productive with your life?
Nar.
She's just looking at me. Damn thing. This is my favorite cat. She's the best cat in the universe. I love her with all of my heart. Those damn malevolent
Cat
gargoyles
made.
who sits on her ass all day.
It's the best game ever made, but best cat ever made.
Game?
Exactly.
Where'd-
My favorite game, cat.
Cats are a
Anyway,
game.
What I was saying was that no, that was on purpose. I was sounding like that on purpose. I don't know why. I was just trying to emphasize my pure
Mm-hmm.
misery at having to apply to college
At least it's
in the
done.
middle of November.
Hey, I think that you're gonna do great.
And if I don't get into this college after applying to it in November and taking time out of my life to do this so I could get a merit scholarship, I will give up and go live in the woods, I think.
No.
I will go live in the woods and I will be off the podcast and I will be happier, not because I'm off the podcast, but because I don't have to look at Twitter anymore. Technically I don't have to look at Twitter ever, but I'm going to because I hate myself.
Because my moods are in Twitter.
Mammoot. I'll stop.
Thanks.
But,
Anyways, that's the only thing that's happened to me.
Well,
I think you are good now that you have finished them. I mean,
No, I've only finished one.
Oh, well,
But this is the only one that's due not January.
at least it's progress.
It's not
That's
even technically due. Plus, I got most of the shit done because common application, whatever.
Well, you did what you did.
My portfolio rocks,
Hell yeah.
and if I don't get in, I will.
Throw rocks. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I'm just saying that to hype myself up. The lady at the portfolio review accepted my portfolio, but she said I needed to believe in myself.
Wow.
Yeah, you
Which
do.
is something for somebody to say. Like, hey, the gargoyle! I'm taking you out of my room. You damn. Oh, you see what you did?
Look at what you did.
Out,
Look at what you've done.
fucker. You laugh, but you do not have to live with Poe.
I don't.
Exactly. You don't know what it's like to have a thing that follows you around that opens up the calculator app 12 million times on your computer. She did that again today. By the way.
Good for her.
Oh, like the panda? Like that?
Shut the fuck up. I'm going to kill you.
No, like spelled like Poe?
No.
Oh, like Poe?
Yes. Good. Like the poet, obviously.
Oh, Vincent
Yeah.
Van Poe. I'm just kidding.
Keep on forgetting. Was that the guy that wrote he murdered someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
What?
yeah, that's the one.
Wait. Edgar Allan Poe
like the one that killed someone and like wrote a poem or like a story that was like, I killed somebody, but it's like a story. So hopefully people won't incriminate me or whatever.
That sounds like Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. But like, I'm not. Like, it
there's a
sounds like
story-
him.
It's like a story of like, I don't remember how it goes, but it's like there's like
He
a
kills someone,
dude.
he like dismembers them and puts their body parts under the floorboard or something.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah, that
okay.
one.
Okay. I just looked. Yeah, the Telltale Heart, obviously. Everybody knows that, I think.
Yeah, I had
Um,
to read it and I hated it.
I loved it, but I read it when I was in 2nd grade. So, okay, it may have been inspired by a real life murder committed in 1830s in Salem, Massachusetts.
Yep,
It's a good story.
it is. Just for a reason that I had to read it.
I loved reading it. Skill issue.
I did it.
Brain freeze.
I will forever stand with my thing of like, I wish I could like reading, but I just don't.
I have.
Anytime I have to read, I have to do it forced. And it's the problem of like, yeah, it's like teachers expect you to like, okay, understand what this story means and write like an essay about what the author wanted to know or whatever. But it's like,
I'm supposed to be reading Jane Eyre.
if I can't even process what the story is about, how do you expect me to do a whole essay about it? Because you're not giving me enough time to understand. I hate reading so much.
I hate Jane Eyre.
I hate reading. I mean, I don't hate reading, but I don't like it. But it's not a hate that I have. with
Me
it.
when
It's more of
I have to read a novel, a well-regarded novel by a famous author, versus me when I have to read a wiki page, a 5,000
Like a
word wiki
fanfic?
page on my
Yeah.
on my hyperfixation.
Yeah, like
Yeah, literally.
I
Like, I basically have the entire. I have read Guilty Gear World like 12 times over in its entirety. I have read this. I have like all the Splatoon Sunken Scrolls memorized. I would rather be shot in the head than read one more word about Mr. Rochester.
Fia,
I hate
Fia,
that
Fia.
man. I hate him.
Yeah.
I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I want to strangle him. Jane Eyre should have left him to burn to death. It would have been such an interesting book. The book is only ever good when he is not there. He locked a woman in his basement, and we had to have a discussion. Oh, sorry, attic. And we had to have a discussion in class about whether he was justified in doing so. And I felt like I was going insane because no.
Oh, we're gonna say something.
No.
I was gonna say, Fia. If you know all the sunken scrolls, who sunk the scrolls? I need to know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I'll
They're
stop.
sunken scrolls.
Okay, I said
therefore,
this-
who sunk them?
I know they're sunken scrolls, but that's just their name.
Aww.
Is it
Titanic.
deviled egg possessed by the devil? Is a
Aww.
sunny side up egg sun the sun?
Aww.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, right. Like, Amber, what you said, I agree because it's like, what's it? I've read like full-on DR fan fiction that's like 1 billion pages long, but I cannot stand even looking at The Great Gatsby.
I love The Great Gatsby. It was really good.
I hate, I abhor, I despise everything about The Great Gatsby.
but there's a lady that hits somebody with her car.
It's a problem of like, it's a problem of like.
It's about capitalism, Jem.
No, I didn't even understand it was about capitalism.
You should have asked me.
I'm just reading, and it's like,
Wait, when did you read it?
In like
Probably before you
in,
knew
like,
who I
high
was.
school. No, yeah, and, like, I
Yeah.
was reading it like in high school, and it's the problem of like, oh, there's this light in the pier that's off, and it changes.
A light at the
green.
pier.
It's like,
the light
what does
at the
that
pier-
mean? What
the
does
light
that
at
mean?
The light in the
Jem
green
failed-
light is
Jem failed
representative
high school
of
literature
the
class.
Look at all these
that
nerds.
the American dream is unobtainable.
I
You know-
didn't understand any of that. I just think, oh yeah, oh, random guy got killed by car in the middle of this. oh,
No,
Gatsby
he
just
wasn't a
goes
random
home and-
guy. He was the that wasn't even a she was that was the lady that the racist man was cheating on his wife with.
I didn't even know there was someone racist in the story.
Guys, welcome to the Monkey Brains Literature Club today.
Like, no, how did you not know he was racist? Like that, his first dialogue line is like, "I hate minorities."
When's the part where someone kills themselves?
Oh, there is. All right. There is a part where someone kills himself. Nick, I just listen. I just
Wait,
don't
who
understand.
kills himself?
I don't remember. Listen, all I remember is
Nobody
seeing,
kills
like,
himself
the
in The
scene.
Great Gatsby.
I remember seeing the scene for like what it is, and it's like, oh, okay. And then they expected me like, okay, what does this mean? It's like, I don't know. The guy died by the car, and Gatsby wasn't like
I
the
literally
car
just
shop
told
or
you
whatever.
it was Myrtle.
Myrtle?
I don't remember.
Myrtle?
They were like, okay, this is the issue because all of this I didn't understand any of this until I saw the movie. Then everything started to click in. It's like, oh.
I mean, I think that just means you're more of a visual learner than.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Honestly, all I took away from the movie is that they cut out the part where it's implied that the main character has sex with a man.
Ah.
They took out the gay. Can't have shit in The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, but like, what was it? What was I thinking? Like, I was, what was it? Oh yeah, the problem I have, like how you said, like, I think I noticed that the problem I have is like, I can't really like make sense of like places in books. Like they'll describe, oh, the place was like
The West Egg.
not shown brightly, and the West Hall corridor was right to the near the kitchen. I can't like I can't picture a place by words. I can't do that. And then the problem is that it becomes like trivial. Like I think it was Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet also like broke me because I couldn't understand how the layout of like wherever they were was. And then it came into questions like, how did Romeo do blah blah blah? And it's like I don't know.
You would have appreciated the later Hamlet unit in my senior literature class because we just watched a movie of it, and like,
I wish I hated Hamlet too with my entire
Oh, I
heart.
just finished reading Hamlet. I thought that I thought that it was funny, but it wasn't supposed to be funny.
The only part I understood is the part where Hamlet kills a king and then kills himself.
Would you like me to? No, Hamlet does not kill himself. He doesn't kill himself.
I think I'm very.
Okay, like
all Shakespeare characters end up killing themselves.
Shakespeare.
Why do you keep like going like everybody? Why is that like your first? Like I feel every single time you like, it's like, oh, and then this guy killed himself. It's just like no.
I don't know. I vaguely remember something.
I got a question.
No, somebody does kill themselves,
What's
but
your
it's
question,
not Hamlet.
Okay.
I got a question. Has anybody in here read The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde?
No.
No.
I haven't.
You had a very vitriol reaction.
Wait, I have. Never mind. Sorry, I was thinking about that. Made me think about Professor Layton. Sorry, I have. I read it in freshman year. I barely internalized any of it, but I thought the scene where the lady was like, "Don't put any sugar in my tea," and then the lady put like 12,000 sugar cubes in the tea out of spite was funny.
That was like one of the very, very few plays that like my English class went over that I actually could do kind of like remember and like. Mainly because when we all did like a Socratic reading like Socratic like reading circle,
I need to go.
What we would do is that we would basically like give ourselves like roles of the characters, and then we would act them out.
Oh, that's always fun. I miss doing that.
I played 3 characters.
I need to gather up all the books that I read like as part of like assigned reading and like put them in a tier list.
I know that my favorite one would be And Then There Was None. I like that one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
That's the only one I remember liking.
I don't think I've read that one.
That's where the
There's a
name
book-
UNON comes from.
That I
There's
do
a book
know.
called there's a book called The Alchemist, and it's really nice. I really like it a lot.
I read 1984 for school. Amber, I think you know about
I know
that.
that. I
might-
know very, very well that you have read 1984.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I never shut up about how I hate
I-
1984.
You also were giving me live commentary.
Yes.
I also remember the Wrath of Grapes, which
The
is
Grapes
like
of Wrath?
Grapes of Wrath. My fuck.
Wrath of Grapes.
That's some great. That sounds like a
Grapes of Wrath. The Grapes of Wrath. The Grapes of Wrath.
that sounds like
Wrath,
a B tier horror movie.
The Wrath of
Wrath
Grapes.
of
Dun.
Dun dun dun.
The grapes got a knife.
Oh wait, did any of you ever read The Giver?
Yes, I didn't
No.
like it very much.
I thought that was
Wait, hang
fine.
I need to look this up real quick. Because
I
remember that name.
I read
but
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah, I actually, you know what's funny? The
What?
Giver, I remember. So, there's a cover of it. Specifically, this cover that I remember because my sister owned the book. And that's the
Oh.
cover I remember. And I think like one of the central things is that the world is just like in black and white, like literally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And-
to my knowledge, that's just a metaphor, but oh well.
Well, I
Just
never
work, yeah.
read it, so this is all secondhand information. Because like when my sister read it, she was in like middle school, maybe elementary. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But I remember that cover, and never read it. Don't really know anything about it. But the reason that I remember it is because my sister, for whatever reason, at some point was like, I want to make a Minecraft world based on The Giver.
Epic.
And I remember it because
That's
she and the reason that I said that it's literally in black and white is because that's how she made it, using only like gray or black or white blocks.
I do know that's how they portrayed it in the movie.
That is.
So,
what it looked
anyways, did you know? What I was going to say was, I will now retell for you the plot of Hamlet.
No.
like. I know Hamlet.
I already
I know
did
the
it in
plot.
school.
Oh.
I don't need to
Fine.
learn it again.
Hamlet, and I did,
But like, there's this
another.
one part where, okay, fine. Tell me what character killed themselves.
Oh my god.
Ophelia.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're just
good job,
reminding
Amber.
me
You
of-
get 1 point.
Benjamin Franklin.
Alright.
What
I'm
was
so
it?
smart.
Ophelia?
Okay,
Yeah,
Tell me what
Ophelia.
character-
Ophelia?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the bird.
Yeah, like from Outcore.
Oh right, that's also from
you
Alcor.
hopeless fiends.
Oh.
What? I'm
Wait.
trying to give like a good like.
Yeah, I
poetic
remember
comparison.
like Hamlet said like, no, I don't want to date you, or I don't like you, and then she just killed her.
No, that's literally not what happened.
That's
The opposite.
not Romeo and
Ophelia's
Juliet.
dad said,
No,
"Hey,
no, no,
That's the
Hamlet."
opposite of Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet were in love. That's the point of the
That's
story.
Juliet and Romeo.
Yeah.
No, you see, the thing that happened in Hamlet was that Ophelia's dad was like, yo, Ophelia, Hamlet only likes you because you're hot or whatever. You need to break up with him. And Ophelia was like, okie dokie. And so then she broke up with Hamlet, and Hamlet was like, fuck, I'm very sad about this. And then Hamlet later
I don't think they were
accidentally
ever
killed her.
dating in the first place.
What
Yeah, they
Like, can we analyze better words like Deltarune or Under?
And no,
Now
so
that's
then Hamlet,
literature.
so then Hamlet
that.
fell.
Yeah.
So then Hamlet just
Oh.
pretended to be insane for a bit and accidentally killed Ophelia's dad, and then
Oh,
Ophelia
right.
went insane and fell or jumped into a river and then killed herself. And which is what made her brother, who came back from France, like really mad, and he was like, "Damn, Hamlet, I'm gonna kill him."
Oh yeah, I remember. That's the dude that like appears in like.
And then he
chapter
does
Shut up,
kill
Hamlet.
Hamlet, but
Kill
also
you.
Hamlet kills him, and then Hamlet kills his
Dad?
what no
His king?
his uncle
his
uncle. No, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it because he's his uncle, but he's also married to his mom. Also, his mom dies.
His dad died.
His
Yeah.
dad died, and that's the inciting incident because his ghost comes and was like, "Yo, Hamlet, kill my brother," and Hamlet's like,
yo, you gotta fucking avenge me.
"Yeah, no, that's what happens." Yeah, no.
That's why I said
Like
it.
insane. Yeah, I can't see. I can only remember because we watched the movie after we were done.
Yeah, we just straight watched the movie and then went to the text whenever it was whenever we need to do textual analysis. We just mainly watched the movie.
We had to
That
memorize
movie
the
better.
fucking.
Makes sense.
I was telling Amber about this yesterday, but we had an assignment to memorize the whole to be or not to be, that is a question monologue, and I did not because that's not how my brain works.
I hated Hamlet. Oh right, you said something about 1984. Right.
Yeah.
I remembered. I remember leaving my live commentary of 1984 on the FFB when I was reading it, and all I remember is I like the beginning. I like the first half of the book. I don't like the second half. Like when he gets into that weird chamber where they torture him and remove his thoughts, and thereon I just don't like
It's
it.
just kind of, I don't like the part, the first part is pretty interesting, it's pretty good world building, and then in the second part he has sex and reads a book, and in the third part he gets tortured.
Yeah, I don't like it from there
welcome
on.
to the new genre, old adult dystopia.
Yeah.
It's not a new genre, it's an old genre. It's in the name, Amber.
See, one I wish to reread is Fahrenheit blah blah blah. I don't remember the number.
451.
Yeah, I want to remember that one because I remember it had some good ideas as well, like 1984. But it's not it doesn't have literal torture stuff at the end of the book.
I actually read Fahrenheit. I mean, I actually haven't. Fahrenheit 451, I feel like I've read it at some point, but it's the only one that I don't have any strong opinions on because I don't remember it too well.
My sister read it and I didn't. I think I vaguely recall reading a tiny bit of the first portion when I was a lot younger, elementary school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I generally read, I mean, classic gifted kid thing. I read at a higher level than average at a young age, and now I just play video games. So,
hey, me too.
It's like the
I'm
pipeline.
pretty sure that was my whole thing. It was I wasn't good enough. You've entered an incorrect PIN number several times. To try again, enter that below. What the? I guess my cat did that too. She was trying to get into my computer. Fucking brat.
Was that your cat again?
No, I was well, he was probably the one that messed up my computer, yes.
Hey.
You would never know that I...
Hey.
You there.
You there.
Hey,
What?
you there.
What?
Hey.
Ban from the Garden
You.
of Ban.
You there.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
you there. I can
Give
see you
me
through
your
the
paper.
cameras.
Oh, okay. Why?
Anyways,
what was I saying?
something.
You were talking about
1984?
no,
Yeah.
we were I mentioned reading at a more advanced level, and now I just play video games. And then you had something to say about that.
I also did that too, except I still like reading because they didn't like me enough to put me in the advanced classes, basically. So no, it was really awkward because everybody else was in the advanced classes, and then there was just me. I always got lumped in with them in reading projects because I read at at a higher level than them, and I swear to God, in kindergarten, I was the only one in my reading group.
Wow.
And it was very awkward because my teacher just had to, like, my lovely kindergarten teacher, she just, like, had to kind of, like, turn all of these group activities into BIA activities because I was the only one who was reading the book.
Yeah,
I read it at
remember...
BIA level. It was like I read it at a fucking 4th grade level or something. I forgot.
I remember my experience with advanced classes was okay. Did any of you guys do map testing?
Map?
No.
Okay.
Well, I believe so. Like, is it the one where it's like the squares and stuff?
What?
The one with like the squares?
No.
Oh, okay, then
I'm not exactly sure what you mean by the squares, but I feel like that's not exactly how I describe the test. Basically,
okay, yeah, explain.
Basically, map testing was like just a
I can hear your loud ass keyboard.
Yeah, I know. Shut up. But map testing was a thing that we did for like that was our standardized test that we did at our school. And they had they had us do it like I think twice every year, you know, as standardized tests go. And advanced classes I think were generally chosen like you would go into an advanced like level based on like map scores. And I think yeah. So, you know, how well you did on a standardized test was an accurate indicator of your intelligence in the field.
Wow, there's no way that could be misinterpreted.
Indeed.
You're stupid.
But anyways, we had... Oh, sorry.
I wasn't finished with my story.
I didn't tell!
I mean, that was just kind of the lead up. So, there was a, like... There was, I was in the advanced classes starting in 4th grade, which is funny because that's where everything started to go downhill, but that's beside the point. And, don't worry about it. So in 4th grade, the biggest problem I had with, advanced classes in 3rd grade was I did not like to get up early. However, advanced classes were before, like, normal school day times. So if I wanted to go to them, I had to get up early. And I ended up at a certain point just, like, not really going to them. And I think my parents kind of understood, just, like, I was not a person to wake up that early. Which was kind of sad because on the last day that there was the advanced class, they all got pizza. And I walked in late and... because I didn't go to that one, and I was like, oh, I missed out, which is very sad for 4th grade me. Yeah, all the special kids get the pizza, but I just wasn't special enough because I didn't wake up early.
Special little shits get fucking pizza party.
But
it's a pizza's a scam.
That's
anyway.
wild, honestly. I feel like my parents, my parents would never let me not go to a class.
Oh, fuck pizza. I hate pizza now.
Okay.
What do you
damn.
mean?
I love pizza. I had a slice today while I was working.
Whenever like there would be pizza things at school, it was generally fine. There wasn't like cold pizza or shit.
No, but the scam is that they only give you one slice and that's it.
I mean, it was like there were there was like 6 people in that group. There was not.
Oh, really?
This was not an expansive.
How many boxes were there when you got?
I don't remember, 1 or 2, but.
Yeah, you were gonna get one slice anyway.
What do you mean once? Like I don't remember. You think I'm gonna remember the amount of boxes there were when I walked in late when everyone was already eating? There was like literally 5 or 6. Yeah, so in 4th grade, but there was like literally 5 or 6 people, and I think it was like Little Caesars who like cuts it into 8.
Okay, no, you.
It is Little Caesars that cuts into 8. It's like 8 like pretty decently sized pieces.
Yeah.
Pieces.
But yeah, Little Caesars was generally what would be gotten. But anyway, pizza aside, next year was 5th grade, where I was also in advanced classes, but it was a lot better because what we essentially did was, in the mornings, we would go to the middle school, take a math class at the start of the day, and then get bused back to the elementary school. And essentially, once that happened, we would basically just have like 40 minutes to fuck around because elementary school classes were longer considering there were less in the day. So
Right. And
we
you had,
basically
like,
just
one
got to
teacher.
sit around and hang out for the next 40 minutes after we got there, which was nice. And then also fun thing that happened in 6th grade. I emailed my math teacher at some point for some reason. I don't remember why. And it was funny because I emailed them using my like home email, not my school email. So they responded. They were like, "I don't know who this is, but here you go." And I don't know if they ever found out who it was, but that email is long dead, by the way. But that was funny. And then for the next couple years of middle school, it was just go to the next grade's hall and do math classes there. And then
How did it get worse exactly?
Huh?
So how did this get worse exactly?
Okay, well, 4th grade, if you're referring to when I mentioned that 4th grade is where everything started going downhill, that's school in general.
Oh. Well, like quality?
General experience, because, like, okay, so from kindergarten to 3rd grade, I was, classic, quote-unquote, gifted kid. I did good in, I did good in school, turned in homework, blah, blah, blah. And then 4th grade, I just did not like it at all. I just kind of, like, that was the start of when I started turning in shit late and generally just did not have the most fun experience in 4th grade. It got to the point where my teacher, like, at the end of the day before I left, I had to check in and be like, okay, you know what assignments you have to do tonight? Okay, cool. Let me sign your notebook so you can leave.
Oh, you got the counselor treatment.
Basically. But that was like, that happened then, and then that continued into 5th grade. In middle school, I got a little better, but not by much, and then by the time I got to high school, first year of high school for me was the pandemic, which sent everything absolutely down the fucking drain, and I never recovered.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I could tell you for certain that, like,
Honestly,
the pandemic absolutely fucked it up because I almost failed every single class I had that year.
Honestly,
like,
I am so
2021.
glad that the pandemic for me was in the. Well, I'm not glad that there was a pandemic, but I'm glad that it was only like I'm glad it was like my 8th grade, because then I got to go to a new school the next year and didn't have to worry about as many of the ramifications.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
got.
I mean, you gotta keep in mind that, like, during the pandemic, like, man, it was just an absolute, like, mess in terms of, like, I guess, and for most people, it was like a mess in terms of graduation, mental stability, things like that. I mean, God bless, like, the seniors that didn't graduate that year, and then the next year, oh man, I think actually no, they had
It's
they
funny?
had a drive through. They literally did a drive through graduation ceremony for my school.
Wow.
During the pandemic year.
It's funny because I got hit by the pandemic when I was a freshman, and my sister, on the other hand, was hit by it as a senior. So I think she got the better end of the bargain.
Wow.
She couldn't. I mean, oh my god! And you know what? And the thing is that with the pandemic, Jem can attest to this because we played Minecraft during the pandemic.
Did we?
So, yeah,
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did. We did.
With,
No, yeah, we did.
Bloody and
yeah, we did. I'm just remembering.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And
That was back when you hated me killing pigs in Minecraft.
yeah, no, I had that bit going, and oh my god, and you know what? Oh, I remember the one time I remember it was like I was in the Nether. I was doing something. It was you, Bloody, I think Creeper, I think maybe, and
Yeah.
I was going around. I was doing something, and then all of a sudden I look at the time. I'm like, oh shit, a class! I gotta go to class. Guys, I'll be right back, and I fucking left.
I do remember.
I
I kind of remember something like that. Yeah.
yeah, I was in the Nether. I was traveling through the little like the tunnel that we had to visit each other's house. I remember that, and oh my god. That was such a horrible thing. I was like, guys, I gotta go to class, and I boxed myself in, and I went to APR history, and then
Wait, PR history. I love that class.
and I think we learned about like Baroque art that class, and then I
Oh, what
came
kind of?
back and I was like, okay,
Which
guys, I'm
one?
ready.
Which one?
What you mean?
Uh,
Which one?
Which one?
There's a single
That's how they-
classification for Baroque art. What do you mean? Which one?
No. That's not how art history is. Okay, unless they've changed art history within like a few years, and how art history works. When I did
history. There's
study
only
no,
one
like we went over
Baroque.
like every class we go all over. We go over like we try to go over like at least like 4 to 5 pieces, or like half of the list that we have in order to make our art templates.
Did you look at churches?
Huh?
I had to look at churches.
We had no. What we had was we had our lecture notes, and then we had to go and do our own research, and then we put together Word documents of like the name, the title, the creator, the region, the
Yes, you see, we did that
the
too.
like associated peoples, a picture, and like a bunch of like details, like the physical descriptions, the how it was made, what techniques, like what particular like materials were used, what's the significance and cultural, symbolistic, maybe religious, like what's some background history, what's the context, what does it mean, like all that type of stuff, you know.
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
Oh man.
I had to take it.
But but yeah, no, fucking pandemic was crazy, especially considering that with the pandemic came like funny like Zoom bombing shits. I mean, like that was when
Oh
like
god, did people do
Two-Man was
that?
big.
People
and
did. People did. I think it was Two-Man actually.
Yeah, no, Two-Man was a big
Two-Man was
fucking
the
Zoom
one that did
bomber.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
now
he-
he does.
that I do
Now he's dead.
Yeah, now he's dead.
Now he's. I think it was like an overdose on an Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not an
Man,
over.
imagine-
He did
Overwatch
not
2.
overdose on Overwatch 2. He overdosed
No,
while playing Overwatch 2.
I mean,
Who
like he
does
he
that, by
OD'd
the way?
while
Like, I don't know
Too
what it would
mad.
be like imagine playing with like a guy. I don't know how Overwatch 2 works, but I assume like he was playing with like people online because I don't
Yeah,
think
you have to play.
lobby
You have to
and
play in like
You
with like
do
a
that
team
or
of
you do
4
trade.
other people.
like imagine just being like on the team of the guy that just dies.
Hey, why'd
Yeah,
this
people
guy?
made
Hey, why'd
jokes
this
about
guy
that.
stop moving?
Like, and doesn't it have like a voice chat or something?
It does. It does.
Yes, very much
For your
so.
team only.
So like, are there people out there that?
Yeah, there were probably people were making jokes of that. Like, imagine Two-Man's teammates like when he was dying and overdosing.
I feel kind of bad for laughing, but also not really because he was not a very good
No,
person
he was a
at
weirdo.
all. Like he was like
I
the
mean,
worst.
he wasn't that good of a. I mean, that very much good of a person.
Are you
I
about
do
to
know
say
that, like-
like, get like?
it's like the but.
See, he wasn't.
Don't
He
say-
was like a. He was like a like. Imagine if a tub of lard was a person, but.
What? I do know that he was like he was fucking. I don't know if it was like an intentional like what was going on with him, but I know that he was like he was going fucking like he was absolutely going like absolute nut job in like his final like few months like doing
Yeah,
some unhinged
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, he was getting very unhinged before he died.
You
I
certainly
wasn't thinking. Oh right, that's what I. Okay, since you brought up like how crazy 2020 was, I'm just remembering like me having like hating everything, and like I wouldn't
Your
say doing
emo
poor in my
phase?
classes. No, no, because I was like during classes I didn't. I'm not unlike majority of people. I only almost failed one class in 2020, but
Shit, I failed
I
almost
actually
all
didn't fail
of them.
any classes in 2020.
I failed almost
wow.
all of
Fuck
them.
you.
I didn't. The only class I
Ew.
didn't fail was APR history. After that, everything else was an F. Even band. I
Yeah,
was just.
but all I did in like 2020 was like I would get off class. I would like have my like everything was in Zoom, and like I would like fall asleep during classes. And
I've
I mean,
literally woken up
I
to.
also
they're not
did
supposed
that.
to do anything.
I've
They're
woken
supposed
up to my teachers going like, "Hey,
Yeah,
class
yeah.
is over."
There were times when it was just me and the teacher in the Zoom call, and it was like, "Hey, are you there? Are you there? Are you like asleep?" I was like, "Uh oh." I just didn't say anything, and I would leave the call. But but I specifically remember it was like this time, like period of time when it was like I would have a class, and then I would like right after I'm leaving or like during class, I would just I hate to say this. I would just watch Dream SMP while
Wow, you really did hate yourself. Too, also.
yeah, I listen. I hated that bit of my life.
That is an effective
I don't.
form of self. I feel like
You know
that's
what's-
is that
you
part
know-
of self harm?
You know, I think we have I think 2020 really was the year of getting into all of like your like most crippling
Oh,
interests, because 2020 was like the start of me getting into Reddit, and then eventually me moving on to getting into FNF, and it all went.
Yeah, I got in.
And then becoming like the moderator of the FNF like Reddit Discord.
Listen,
hate-
I also
hate-
got into FNF, but it was not as bad. But it got me out of Danganronpa, so it's
I'm
like
severely
swapping out
Eye for an
cyanide
eye.
for arsenic.
I'm severely
I-
addicted
I
to
got
FNF.
all of them. I was into Dream SMP, Danganronpa, FNF, and I got into Reddit all at the same time.
You were like cooking up the witch's brew with that.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I always think of when I'm thinking of being in the Danganronpa fandom. It's like, man, I'm just some dude in the middle of like a bunch of white girls liking this thing. It's like it was just females who liked Danganronpa. Like there were no males who liked it. It's the same
I think
thing
there
with
were plenty of them. You said you went on Reddit. Half of it was horny posting.
No,
From
no.
men.
What? No, from Reddit. Oh, well, in the DR subreddit.
Yes.
Actually, no,
had
yeah,
us try to
kinda.
diagnose
No,
now.
I'm dumb. I don't mean that in like for Danganronpa. I mean like Dream SMP. Dream SMP was just women. Like it was just women liking.
My sister bought a dream hoodie.
Dream SMP was 16, 17-year-old white
Don't
girls.
tell her I
I
said
can,
that.
Yeah, it was
please.
like white girls, and I'm just like this dude here. It's like, man, I
Hey.
kind of like it, but I don't think it's
You-
for me.
You know,
I
I
don't think
gotta
I'm supposed to
say,
be the target audience.
at least I never got into the Dream SMP. Thank God for that.
I like
Thank
Slap.
God.
I think-
You know what's
I
funny? My
I didn't
Reddit,
either.
my Reddit my Reddit escapades was like, I think I mentioned this before, but it was from browsing the Terraria subreddit to browsing the FNF subreddit. A significant downgrade. And you know what's funny? I don't know if I've ever like I think I've told this before, but I remember that before I became a mod, I would like I basically just scrolled the entirety of like new posts and pretty much saw like every post that was posted for a solid amount of time.
Wait, I did that too.
Oh my
I
god.
always I just didn't know what else to do, so I just did that because I kind of ran out of top posts to look at, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah,
And
Oh my God.
that's the only reason I became one of the only reasons I wanted to be a moderator was because I saw so much slop and I was like, no, I want to watch. I want to look at
I
some
mean,
good stuff.
you were on that ship earlier than I was, because when I got put on as a mod, you were already a mod in the Discord server.
And then I got kicked out because
You
I
were
was
a mod?
14, and
Yeah.
that was
You
the
got
whole
kicked
thing.
out
I was
'cause too
very
young.
sad.
Yeah, I remember
I
I had to
work.
be like the messenger, like go in, like why was Fia removed? Like I had to go in and
I
ask
spent
that.
no. I spent the entire day absolutely I know I've told this story before, but it's really it's actually in retrospect I'm kind of like I was despondent, not even just because I got removed, but because nobody told me and I just assumed that everybody had decided that they didn't like me. They just assumed that everybody had just decided that I was bad or I had done something wrong.
And you know what the
was
thing is that I think
what?
I don't. So you were removed along with Demetrius, who was another mod at the time that was also 14, if I remember correctly. And I think he was told, because I don't remember him being confused about it at all. So, you know, I mean, to be fair, he's one of the server celebrities, I guess.
I couldn't handle my autistic swag.
Yeah,
I remember.
and
I
you know
used
what's
to be in
funny?
the- Okay.
Yeah.
I remember I used to also scroll the r/FNF subreddit, and I would just map out all the micro celebrities that used to comment daily there. I still remember names of what was it,
Sussy
or
Imposter.
whatever her name.
Imposter.
yeah.
There was that guy.
It was weird, how they had they had this weird arc of they were just this shit poster, and then they started to try and be this martyr, I think, of the subreddit.
Yes, I
they
remember
would
that. That
make,
was really wild.
and then it was and then there was just this point in time where it was
The martyr era.
it was a toss up of so do they use she her pronouns or
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
and to this day I still don't know, but
An enigma.
yeah,
I remember also
because it's
God, what were their names? It was that one dude that was super obsessed with that crazy girlfriend that just was a reskin of week 5. It was some dude that had there was some dude that just had a corruption profile picture. It was someone was it Salty? I remember Salty.
Oh yeah,
Salty K Dan.
The name escapes.
No,
no, it was not so. The name escapes me. It started with a B, I think.
What?
Oh yeah, it was I think it
I
actually
know
did
these
have
are mods,
salty in it,
Salty
but I know it
K
started
Dan.
with a B.
And I know that their profile picture for a while was salty, but I genuinely do not really recall their name. It was if I remember also there was some point in time where they posted something on Twitter and everyone was like, God, they suck now.
I kind of sort of remember something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but it was I'd have to look back. But it was they were it was them, and then Sussy Imposter, whatever.
I remember how they had a beef going on, and everybody was always fight.
Yeah, it's
probably just for friends behind the scenes or something.
Yeah, it was definitely. Oh, it was I don't know if this is the one you're probably the one you're talking about, but Bubdy Head, that was their name.
Yes,
That one.
Oh.
That
That
one.
one.
Yeah, that
that
one.
was them.
Yeah.
Yep. That was
Yeah, I
the
remember that.
person. But yeah, it's
That's such a dumb name actually looking at it.
I mean, a lot of Reddit usernames are because you can't change them, but I mean, their display
Yeah.
name is still that. So also, I went to their fucking profile, and I moderator of these communities. r/Bubdy fan club. 53
Do they have a
members.
fan club?
Unmoderated.
I'm gonna play against this person that is level 90 with the character ABA, also better known
Cool.
as ABBA, who has dots in front of it for no reason. I will, if I cry, ignore ignore the noises.
yeah,
So
lollipop.
my soul is leaving my body, and blame this
I also
random guy.
just remembered. Okay, were any of you around for the P-side stuff in the subreddit?
Yes.
Which
Well,
one?
Fia,
There
I
was
know
like
you-
two versions.
Okay, so it was this. I don't remember the guy's name, but he made a thing called F&F P-sides, which I never listened to it because everyone said it was bad. But it was they made what I remember, they made piano covers of the songs, and the songs were shit, the art was shit, and
I just remember that. Yeah, you just dug up a memory. Yeah, I kind of remember.
I remember like they just kept posting all this fucking shit ass stuff, and I remember there was I also scrolled down on. I've been scrolling the top of all time because that's probably the best way to find old users, and I was remembered of Yes Bruh, which is a
Oh yeah, that was Sussie's little friend. Yeah, I remember.
yeah.
Anywho, wait, I remember the story since we're talking about like r/FNF, and I'm remembering like the first time I ever got into FNF, and it was like I remember specifically. I think I've said this already in like BC, but I remember it was like I don't know what I was doing. I think I was probably playing Minecraft, and then Soul just comes into like whatever chat I'm in. Soul just comes into whatever chat I'm in. It's like, Gem, you gotta listen here, man. I'll give you the link. You gotta listen to the song. It's like it's called Madness. It's this song against like this clown named Tricky, and it's really good. It's like by this guy named Rosebud. It's like it's really cool. You should check it out. It's like, yeah, but like, what's it about? It's about like a clown. How does a clown look like? It's like, and I had to search it up. And then I remember like the following week or a few days later, I don't remember. Soul also came to me and it was like, Jam, you gotta check this other song. It's called Foolhardy. It's about like this guy gets Hardy. Yeah, and then it's also made by Rosebud. You should check it out. And then it's like, where do you get? I think I was like, where are you getting this from? And it's like, oh, I think I've been playing this game called like what was it? Basic FNF.
Even more Friday Night Funkin'.
Yeah, even more FNF. It's like, oh, cool. Maybe I should check it out.
Why can't she do that?
What?
No.
What?
What
are you doing? What do you mean?
No,
she's playing Guilty Gear and fighting Ed.
Yeah.
But I was scrolling through the comments of a post. Not only did I randomly see Yeetskidit, who still exists within the Discord server.
Oh yes,
Oh,
I know.
that.
I know.
I think
I
I
don't
follow
like
him
him.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
don't like mainly for the reason that he hasn't done anything particularly obnoxious. Like he's less obnoxious than some people there, but he still thinks that the R slur is not a slur and is fine to say. And
exactly
because it's a quote unquote medical term.
It is also for the record, it literally is not anymore.
Yeah. Also, but I found a user who has their profile picture is Byakuya Togami from Danganronpa, and their username is Byakuya Toenail, which is
Toenail.
Good name.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered that guy with the corruption. Yeah, the corruption profile picture guy. It was a critical corruption. I just remembered. I think they had like some sort of comic where they just edited sprites.
I do remember that vaguely.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, they had like a whole series going on, and then their account got banned.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got deleted or something. I don't remember.
It's very funny how like a lot of the popular members of the subreddit just like slowly got banned. like Sussy Imposter
left.
got banned. Yes, bruh got banned multiple
got banned,
times.
like,
all
Jesus.
of them. Also, then there's obviously the whole fucking deal with all the hijinks guys.
We
Oh, so you were
don't.
gonna say it was a
No,
tree
come
girl.
on. That's like a whole other. That's not even a can of worms. That's like a bushel of worms.
I thought you were gonna talk about the tree girl or whatever her name was.
Oh yeah, Screaming Tree. That's also something I thought about, but
I think about that. I wonder how that. I know she liked the game Pajama Sam.
Huh?
I got
I-
Discord Nitro from her because I knew what Pajama Sam was.
Ah.
yeah, she was an interesting individual.
I honestly I feel kind of bad talking about her because I really don't think that she was doing okay mentally.
Yeah,
not
no,
even
I
in
think
a
she was
rude
just
way.
kind of-
Just like
I think she was just
in a-
kind of like, because she also, the fact that she was like 13, 14 at the time, and definitely like some level of neurodivergent.
like
To the
yeah.
like she just was not doing good, and I
Very.
think like and like then there was the whole thing of like creating this quote unquote family, and then she had a Discord server for it, and that all and then there was like, actually she's a bad person, and it's like, wow, she's 14, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Chat, do you have a family Discord server? Hit the like button.
But yeah, there was
Yeah.
a
Not.
I honestly just hope that she's doing better now. I don't know what she's up to, but I hope she I hope she changed her username and is just like having a better time doing something else on the
Yeah.
internet if she's still like using the internet, because I think she just I don't know, she didn't come across to me as a bad person, just like somebody that just got suddenly very famous, didn't know what
Yeah,
to
like
do,
wrong
was under
place,
like
wrong time.
kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of like me when I don't even want to like I don't want to like diagnose this random, Reddit user, but like she kind of reminded me of me when I was off my medication. Almost. I was not as socially outgoing. I was mostly just as sad. Hey Amber, how do I deal with chain lollipop again?
pray. I don't. You can't. That's not.
She just
I can't give any other advice than just pray.
You made
her
this
her mix-ups are the only thing I can say is that if you can predict that she's going to reset into slash like reset into the slash one, then you can like mash punch to get out of it. Otherwise, just guess if she's gonna do the high or the low.
But like what if she just kind of sits there and chain lollipops me?
You
like, without
punch
doing
whenever
anything.
she resets.
Oh, thanks.
I just remembered something.
Yeah.
So you remember what happened with even more FNF 2?
Yes, actually. Do you mind if I like restate like the what was it, the summarization of like the whole thing?
I am better than you
Sure.
at this game, but
So-
you are not being better at me right now, even though I am better than
Oh.
you.
Okay.
And now you are dead.
So the whole thing with this Roblox game called Even More FNF is that it was like one of the very like first like it was one of the first few like FNF like Roblox games on there. I believe the very first one was like Funky Friday. I think that was the very like first one.
Oh, I remember
That's-
that. I
that's the
actually
one
don't
I
remember
know
any
about.
other ones. Like I
That was
just
the one,
genuinely.
that's the one that everyone knows, but not everybody
Really?
knows about.
Dude,
Even
I
more
remember.
Even
I
more
remember.
FNF.
I remember Blank wanting me to play Funky Friday, and I was just like, I don't play. I think I actually was like, I tried once to play Funky Friday with them, and I ended up just having like a bad connection, so I couldn't anyway. But
Yeah.
Um,
But I do want to continue with the story.
yeah. You can go ahead.
So I found the game like super early on in FNF's like in FNF life, and I got Gem into it. I got a few of my other friends into it, and we would play. I know one friend. they like to play a lot of like the mat songs because of like the charting and the difficulty. And I had Sporting as my favorite song. But
No, I wasn't. You're a liar.
Sporting was one of my favorites out of the mat.
No.
Why? It's not good.
No, it
Out of
wasn't
the
bad.
bad.
One, it's bad. Two, you're lying. Three, it was.
I never.
Three.
Or 5 plus ratio.
I'm not,
6
no.
I'm
saying that I'm not saying that it's objectively like a masterpiece, but I'm saying that out of
no,
the
it's
bunch,
bad. It doesn't sound like
Sporting,
music.
Sporting is my favorite.
Oh. No, it's not. It was Roses. It was Roses Beast. No,
I'm talking
Thorns
about the
B-side.
map mod. I'm talking about the map mod.
Specifically
like,
that mod.
Specific like. I thought that was like your favorite song.
No. My favorite FNF song.
I hate this game.
I actually don't know what my favorite FNF song is. There's a few to pick.
Dude, it
I
was
like
B-side.
Thorns B-side. That shit was fucking nutty.
That was
shit,
like the warm-up song. Anytime we hopped on.
every time we played, fucking that was a definite warm-up song. I don't, what I will say is that even more FNF, eventually what they did was they moved their servers and no, they didn't move the servers. They just made a whole new game called Even More FNF 2. And that was the one that me and Jam got to play on. And in fact, what they had was an accuracy like ranking system where depending on like how accurate you were in the songs you played, you increased your accuracy and it gave you different titles based off of that. And I think right now, I think my percentage was like 98.79 or something like that on there. Because I was really good back then. I haven't played in a long time, and more recently, I tried playing on that game like 2 songs, and I fucking sucked a donkey wonker.
That's not a phrase that people use, I think.
Well,
Until
I'm using
now.
it. I'm using it in substitution of something else because I don't want to say the D word. But
Can I pitch in real fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been silent the whole
Even More
time.
FNF.
I was gonna say you guys have been talking pretty much this entire episode, and I don't know how to pitch into this conversation because I can't relate to it at all. And so
When did
guys
you
are sitting
get
here
in? When
talking
did you
about,
get into
like,
FNF?
Say something.
Like,
Yeah, after
What point in time?
finishes, you should tell us how you
Hey,
got
Amber,
into it.
Amber,
what?
Amber. How do I counter the move where she jumps in the air and then shoots
You
the
can
big boy?
if you can react to it, jump up and grab her.
Oh, okie dokie.
Yeah,
Thanks.
but River, you should after Sola's done, you should tell us how you got into FNF. FNF.
Yeah, I don't
know. Yes.
FNF.
FNF.
But
Yeah. Alright, so
sorry,
go on.
I got. But I will continue. So, is that Even More FNF devs? What they did was they moved their stuff to this new game, Even More FNF 2, and that was where I got interested into some more low key mods, including a few where I made a couple remixes of the songs, including this one mod called FNF versus Chained. Change. Change. There we go. FNF versus.
Oh, yeah, right.
Change.
That mod.
That one, the furry one, the one where like you liquefy into a fucking like anthropomorph. Anyways,
Wait, isn't that the...
Yeah, there was a mod about it very early on.
the good.
all I know about it,
kidding,
isn't it
just
like a
kidding.
fetish game or something?
It is.
I'm very
okay.
certain that it is, and if it isn't, I'm Patrick's surprised face. But so the thing is that with Even More FNF 2, the development and the updates for that game was actually going really well, and updates were pretty often, and it became one of like the new one of my favorite FNF games on Roblox to play. And Jem can attest to this very much because in fact we've had like
would
our whole
see him on
group
that
join
game
up
all the
like
time.
and we would all like, join in that game at one time, especially when FNF versus Tricky V2 came out. Remember that
right,
when they added
that was a
aggregation
big
and
night. That was a big night.
That was a big one. I remember when we all got together in an Even More FNF2 server where like the skies were like misty and red. Oh,
Big run.
remember that? It was like a hazy red fog. I remember that
Big run.
vividly. It was
I
awesome.
remember
It was an
that.
awesome. It was an awesome update. But what ended up happening to this lesser known FNF game on Roblox is that one of the devs, I believe, happened to be um, a pedophile.
A common occurrence
Like
in
just
the
like
FNF
just like
sphere.
like not even like a groomer, but like straight up pedo.
I think those
And
are
then
I get there's a distinction, but
there's a distinction because it's like leading on and then actually doing it,
it's still. Oh,
or like
I
having
would still
possession.
consider it in the
No,
same
don't get me
realm.
wrong. Like, I like fuck both of the like fuck people who are like in either category. But like,
usually
there's
those categories
definitely
overlap very heavily.
I feel like
they
calling. I feel
definitely
like
overlap.
Slash, like
no. I feel like the word pedophile is like the umbrella term, not a
Yeah,
subject.
it's like a husky and a golden retriever. They're both dogs. Like both of them, they're
I'll
both bad
still put
people.
them down. It doesn't matter what type of breed they are. I'll put them down either way. Anyways,
See, it doesn't matter what type of breed it is, as long as you're breeding with legal adults.
Yeah, exactly. That or bullets if you're doing not that. Anyway,
I don't know. People who are into bestiality would beg to differ. I'm just gonna just
That's
throwing that
not,
out there.
that's not what we're talking about here.
No, I know.
Anyway. So along with that fucking mess, the actual like game itself and its owner, because the owner wasn't out, it was one of the devs, but the owner, from what I know, was losing a lot of like drive to keep updating the game, and so that one day they just kind of stopped, and I imagine it was not just like
just like that one
not just like
game.
the stuff going on in their just not just the stuff in their dev group, but just in general, life catches up with you, and you kind of have to like reconsider your priorities, and then eventually things like even more FNF2 just kind of get left in the dust because they don't take priority over like going into college or finding a job or paying taxes
So
or
I will
like
correct
getting
in
your
a bit.
ideas.
So I will correct in a bit because, I mean, I did wanted to bring it up, but the reason why I told you like, hey, do you remember even more FNF2 is because I remember this funny story that I was like, I was playing the game by myself, just trying to level up
Yeah.
because I had like this bit of a rivalry with Soul, and then what was it? I I was like, huh, oh, they got a Discord server. Oh, that's cool. Let me join it. I just so happened to join the exact day, the exact moment, the exact second that the weird dev in the in the server was called out. And so I basically joined to a server lockdown.
That must have been awkward.
Yeah, I was like, wait, we're like, it's like, wait, where do you type? Wait, what do you mean? Why is everything like, huh? What do you
Why
mean?
is everything locked down?
Why is everything locked out? What are they talking? What do you mean? Oh, and I and I searched. I didn't have Twitter back then, so I just searched up thing name person even more FNF, and I found a tweet that basically outlined that they were a weirdo and that the main developer knew about it and didn't do anything.
So
Balance is complicity, as they say.
it was a little worse than I thought.
Yeah, it was a little worse than you remember.
Oh man, I like even more FNF. It was like the only one where they have like the versus chain songs. Fuck, I don't know.
It's always funny to me how it's like.
I hope the people that they I hope the people affected by this were okay in the end. Were they? Like, do you?
I don't even remember the people who were affected. I just remember
Well, I
that
hope they were okay.
I hope so
I don't-
too.
That's
I
all.
hope so,
I'm
but
sorry.
I'm not
That's
sure if that's the
that's
case.
always what my mind goes to in these things.
Of course, I mean we want the best for the victims in any situation where they're being taken advantage of. It's just kind of. I don't know. I don't even know who the victims are. I just know that there are a bunch of them. Well, not a bunch, but there's a few.
I don't think they ever.
There's a few. There's a few of them. I know that
Well,
for
I
sure.
hope they're doing okay. If they're watching the Monkey Brain podcast, we should probably put a trigger warning in the description also. Just Like just in general. Why every single
warning.
time, single time we fucking have a Friday Night Funkin', we mention Friday Night Funkin', we end up needing like a trigger warning in our episodes. Fuck you, Giovanna, you and your damn dog.
It is very funny how it's like all of our worst stories stem from this game.
But without it, I wouldn't be here right now.
Literally, it's like
the good stories never are short.
There's the good, there's the bad, and
it's like I had like
the ugly.
During my time as in what I did, it was all like a bad thing would happen like every fucking week.
Yes, exactly.
If not more often. Like there was, and it didn't help that I was in a position where I kind of was, in the middle of it.
Supposed to interact. Yeah.
Yes, I was constantly exposed to it.
Yeah, it was and not generally the best place for people of our age at the time.
Even now, it's not even that. It's not even safer. I mean, you still got people running around like Sling Mingo.
Yeah,
that's true.
But River, when did you?
All right, yeah, River.
What's your tale of joining in the FNF community?
Well, my tale of joining the FNF community is a bit more
less drama,
light, I guess.
You're probably the least affected by this fan base out of all of us.
Yeah, I would say the least affected because I never really got involved with any drama per se.
I take the award for
I was
the
called
most.
racist at one point. That was fun.
I mean, who isn't called racist?
I mean, you are.
What?
What?
like a joking way, because you always tell someone like a joking way, like, oh, so you're a Mexican, like stuff like that.
Oh, that's true. Well, yeah, I'm also Mexican.
That's like a joke.
I can't be racist against my own kind.
Yeah. Don't worry,
Okay.
he's a beanie head. But sorry, continue, River. I didn't mean to steal the mic.
It was my introduction was more on the light side of things. It was right around the time, I think it was like 2021-ish. I don't remember.
You were late. You were later.
It was. Yeah, I was much later. It was. Or no, it was. Sorry, it was about. I think it was like a little after the game started getting popular.
Like after week 6?
No, before week 6, because I was there for that update. I'm thinking it was even before
week 6 was 2020. Yeah, that was 2020.
It was like late. It was. I mean, it was still pretty early on, like in FNF development, but it was.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm thinking it was probably before week 5, even.
So it was not. So it probably was 2020 or 20. It probably was 2020 then.
So you were not. Yeah, I mean, you were not later because I also joined pre-week 5, or I kind of found out about the game pre-week 5.
And I started seeing clips of the game surface on TikTok of all places.
I think I know what you might be talking about.
It was. I started seeing a clip for. I think it was like a clip on week 2 stuffs.
That was like a reskin?
No, like base game. It was.
Oh.
I think it was just because it was like, oh hey, Palo's characters are in here,
Yeah.
And I had no idea like what this game was. I wanted to do a little bit more research because chibi characters, they look adorable. They're singing. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
My brain is happy. I need to know more.
It scratches my brain in a nice way, so I'm gonna figure out what this is.
Dopamine flowing through brain. Needs dopamine.
So I did a little bit of research, and I was eventually taken to the fucking
Itch page.
yeah, the itch page.
I need dopamine.
And I realized that the game had like a demo from there, and I went and downloaded the demo and played it, and I got really hooked. And I wanted.
Oh wow, you were pretty direct with it.
I started surfing through the files because I was wondering like how this game was made. Like, I wanted to know the more technical side of it.
Yeah.
And I realized, wow, like a lot of these files feel pretty straightforward. I wonder if anybody has like modified this in any way.
Oh boy.
And it was.
And that was the inciting incident.
And that was the birth of FNF modding.
That was kind of That
You
was
should have
kind
been
of
the first.
FNF modding
You
to
should
me.
have been the first. You were the chosen one, and you squandered your potential.
So I remember like I was digging through the image files, and I went through the painstaking process of trying to make a recolor mod for Girlfriend
Ah.
by changing. For some reason, I wanted to make her look like I wanted the recolor to look like Princess Daisy. And so I went through the painstaking process of using the selection tool in my art program and selecting like each individual sprite.
Sounds like
probably an
something. Sounds
easier way
like
to do
something
that,
I
but,
would do. You know what's
honestly.
funny? I did a similar thing with I did a thing when I first started. Was I figured out the like quote unquote pattern of like what all the parameters of XML files were, which is the files that dictates like the position and animation of oh, there goes Fia.
Yeah.
The position and animation of the sprites so that it actually animates properly. And Fia's Wi-Fi went out. But I figured out how that worked, and I was able to make skins of like mod characters over like Boyfriend by basically just slapping their files over his, and then painstakingly changing each coordinate, and then going into the game and like slightly adjusting it, like trial and error style, which would take fucking forever. But I did that regardless, and I still have. I don't know if I actually went back and deleted these at some point, but I did have like videos, and that's all. I have videos that I did of like someone wanted a thing of like I want a skin of this character, so I would go on and oh yeah, there it. That's the thing. So I made a skin of, funnily enough, I said to unlisted, but it's still my most popular video on my channel with 109 views. Not a lot, but still something. And it's just a 5-minute video of me showing off, like, me playing FNF with a skin I made of X Kara from the X Event mod. Over Boyfriend. And it was all like hand put together to be on like at relatively the same height as Boyfriend, while also not shaking around while it was animated. So like all that was done by hand. I did the sprite dimensions measurements by hand. I did the positioning by hand. I did it all just based on sight, and it took. And also, you want to know who that X Event Kara skin was for? Who I made it for?
Was it? Can I have a guess? Was it somebody from the subreddit?
No, actually. I did get the request from the subreddit, but you wouldn't know them from the subreddit because they didn't
somebody?
really...
Gemlight?
No. It was.
Was it somebody that we have mentioned in the podcast?
Yeah. If
Sling
you want to
Mango.
take a
Sister.
crack.
I was just kidding.
It
I was just kidding.
What did you? No.
Your
so
sister.
it was not my sister. She is. I don't think she ever got into FNF.
Ah.
But it was a because I got the request was on. This was like April. This was like April of 2020, or no, sorry. Based on the upload date, it was March 2021.
Whoa! Aku.
No, Aku
You
did
didn't
not
mention
request
Aku.
the next event. Skin.
Was it the one dude that Jim was talking about earlier about knowing?
No,
I don't. It's not from the subreddit.
it's not a
Oh.
subreddit person. They just happened to post. They just happened to post the request on the subreddit.
And
They
we
were not a
mentioned
regular poster. But to give you the answer, this is my first that was that request for the X event Kara skin was the first time I ever interacted with and actually met Melody.
Oh.
That was the start. It was us meeting on Reddit of them requesting a skin. And it just kind of
met the devil.
yeah.
Downvote.
But yeah, I basically it was just we back and forth in the comments a bit. You do this I made the skin and then I remember talking about how I did it, and we moved to Reddit DMs and eventually to Discord. This back then they went by the name Galaxy Collapse, which is
the song.
Yeah, they were just named after the Toho song, Toho remix song, and I've said this before, but this is when they were a lot better. This was the time when they were a lot better of a person. So, but yeah, that video is the marker of a point in history that is debatable if it was at all a good thing or not.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
This is not a big story, but for whatever reason, there's I get emails about my Google OneDrive every now and then.
Where the hell did that come from?
This is a link. Don't you worry. And it just gives me oh, look at your past files, your old memories, and for whatever reason, I just have FNF assets in here. And I have no reason why. I don't remember putting these here. I don't know if I put them here. I have hold on, let me find none of these are loading, but I have senpai.png, bgghouls.png, hurtnoassets.png, weebsky.png. I have no idea where I got this or why it's there, but I just see it every now and then. It's interesting.
Is it bad that I know what those files are just from Bone?
I mean, you explore you are an active modder. I don't think that's too out of the ordinary.
I mean, and even if you're not, I mean, getting into the bits of
Sun's connection is dying.
It's kind of nice those things.
Robot.
Shit! No!
So you need to hear that when
I'm not dying.
Yeah,
I'm
you
dying.
are.
I'm driving. I'm not driving.
You're good.
Okay, fine. I'm driving.
I know. I heard the turn signal earlier.
Yeah, no,
Where
I'm
are you
driving.
going?
I don't know. It's just
Actually, don't answer that.
sitting in my car. The windows got too fogged up because of the hot air of my mouth. So I'm just driving with the windows a little bit down. What?
You said your moth?
My moth.
My moth.
Yes, my cat moth.
Oh,
My pet mutt. Oh yeah. I have a
Oh yeah,
pet
River, you
mutt.
didn't even finish your story.
Yeah.
I didn't even really finish, to be honest.
Yeah,
Wow.
finish it.
Finish it. We're
Well, that
done
was my
interrupting.
introduction, but like to FNF as a whole, my actual like modding, the way that I got into modding was, well, first that stupid Princess Daisy recolor, but then that's when I picked up the information that people could like make characters through Adobe Animate. And I started tinkering with it a little bit, but I didn't really know how to like. I knew nothing about like
Animation
keyframes. I didn't
principles.
know how to.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
clean
basic
baby.
animation principles at the time. It was really just fucking dog water. And like at that same exact time, I was also getting into digital music production. This is when I was. This is back when I was working in LMMS. Good lord. Funny story about that. One of the first ever songs that I made for like in digital music production was called. It was supposed to be for an RPG game that I was developing at the time. Called, what the fuck was it called? Ah, hell, I don't remember. The name of the song was supposed to be called "Fire in the Workplace," and I don't remember what the like original story behind the song was, but Fire in the Workplace was a thing that I was developing, and when I like had made the song, I was really proud of it, and I was like, this is like, I know nothing about music theory, legitimately nothing. This song, I did everything by ear. It sounded good. It sounded like I could probably do something with this. I put it into my RPG, and it sounded fine. And I
remember Fire in the Workplace. I remember
and
you
then
showed it off one time with your super old files.
and I
My fault.
I'm trying to think. This was also around the time I started like officially trying to get into modding, because I had a friend who, we're not friends anymore, sadly. She wanted me to make. Also, this is before I was trans. What do you know? This is back when I was still going as Mark.
Marcondio.
Dead name.
Yeah, pretty much a dead
I
name.
like how I still have that. I still have that name on record in the Grand Archives, and by Grand Archives I mean I still have the recordings of you playing DDLC.
That's Mark.
Yeah.
And this friend asked me, like, as I got better and better in digital music production, she wanted me to compose for her mod, which was called. I want to say it was like Heartbreakers was the name of it. With the idea of the mod being that the main characters had a studio, and the studio was bought by Daddy Dearest, and now they're like working their way back up to get to the point of meeting with Daddy Dearest so they can like negotiate a deal or something like that to get the studio back. It was a really interesting plot line, but
come on, King. You know you want the studio back up and running.
Out, and neither was my music. She had also gotten me into the game Ponytown, completely unrelated, but that's what we would do most of the time is we would log on to Ponytown, and she would teach me how to like make a pony that was like
Ponytown.
with like really light pastel colors that made the character pop, and overall just like really good, really cool and helpful.
Hello, every pony.
Oh god. And I think it was shortly after we stopped being friends, I went on to try and develop my own FNF project, which was Versus Clover.
Oh.
Clover really didn't get to see the light of day, but for what it's worth, I'm glad that I tried to animate him because it gave me a better understanding of animation principles. And one of these days, I don't know if I ever will, but one of these days I want to go back and try to remaster his animations because I feel that he didn't get the love that he deserved. But yeah, Clover was
Mermaid Man.
Oh, right, that's the one. I was thinking of the scientist.
No, that's
no,
Calibri.
it's Calibri.
Yeah, sorry. We'll start with
I
the
know.
C.
I know the lore. You're the lore.
You're not up to
And
date on
it
the
was
river
really
lore.
the River Cinematic Universe, the RCU.
Yeah, RCU.
I mean, I do have like a lot of characters whose stories like intersect. So at some point, this could like evolve into its own RCU. But
River Smash Brothers.
no, I thought about making a fighting game with my characters before, but I never did anything with it. But yeah, that was sort of like my big step forward to modding. I'm trying to think of like what other things that I had done at the time that really like
RMC.
modding. I don't remember.
RCU. River's choice, ultimately.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
That was just a non-joke, Soul.
Yeah.
Anti-joke.
The anti-joke, and y'all still laughed.
We did not.
Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha ha!
What the
Ah ha 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 ha!
Ember knows what I'm referencing.
Sorry, I was being DJ Halliboo for a second.
Trying to think of other things that had pushed me like further into modding, but
Further off the deep end.
Me? I'm just kidding.
off the deep end.
Yeah.
I think it was also like shortly after that Versus Woody had gotten released.
Sorry, I got a shiny extra drone.
I remember. You know what's funny? Short story. Sorry to interrupt yours, but I remember at the time it was like Witty was the debut of the Cade engine, and it was really funny how people were just like found out that hitting a note off time would not punish you. So it was just like, guys, this secret exploit that you can do in the Witty mod, you can just mash buttons and you'll get by. You can just mash all 4 keys and you won't get punished. It's the new exploit, guys. Very funny.
This was the best mod in history.
I remember
thing that made me hate that mod the most were the jacks. Couldn't do it.
Oh,
it was. I really like how that mod was single-handedly made the entire community hate the concept of jacks in general, regardless of whether it was like good charting or not.
Yeah, there's still people who like haven't played the game after like a good while that still hate jacks.
They come back to it and they see jacks calculatedly play or like I guess like intellectually placed in like good charting, and they're like.
Yeah,
no!
that and mid-fight masses also traumatized everybody with like triples and doubles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because mid-fight masses' engine, it started off using the base game engine, I think, and then it used its own engine, and it made the doubles and triples problem even worse.
That was really silly. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure the reason that happened was because like. But originally FNF just detected the entire strum line, like, all as one, but, like, with 4 individual
I remember
parts.
seeing a video about this, yeah.
Yeah, it just detected them as like one collective 4-part unit instead of 4 separate things, which is like a layman's way of describing it, but whatever. So you would it basically just could not handle if you did it 2 at the same time.
So
Couldn't do that.
basically,
Yeah, that's
so
why Ninja
basically,
Muffin had to redo the whole engine for, like, I think it was in week 7.
Yeah.
might as well be.
But I think he even redid the engine again for the newer update. All right, yeah, but River, back to your story. What was it? You were looking for like the next
we
project?
were.
I think it was shortly after that. It was the Witty mod that got released, and then that's when I really started to like. That's when the pistons really started firing in my brain. That I was like, oh, I could totally make a mod.
I can do it.
I could do it. This is gonna be a cool idea. And then I started doing it, and I was like, God, this is dog shit.
What, the modding engine back then, or something
Well,
else?
yeah, the modding engine too was like fucking Kate engine is so demanding that when I tried to run it on my computer said, "I'm full. I can't do it no more."
I remember working with Kate Engine, because I did some level of programming at the time. Not a lot, but I did some. And honestly, being a lot more amateur than I am now at like programming in general. Like I kind of like was just like I mainly just learned how to use Cade Engine in like a programming sense, and just like didn't learn anything else. So it was less of like this is a it was less of like quality of engine and more this is what I learned, this is my area. I never really, I think I tried to do a base game as well, but Cade like formatted the coding of his and like overall like formatting of his engine a lot differently in certain ways. So it was like 2 different things. Anyway,
Back to you,
continue.
River.
Take it away, River. for
Yeah,
the
back
next
to you in the studio. All right.
River's just like, I
Well,
don't bring it no more.
I guess River. I finished my thing. I was like, back to you, River.
Oh, sorry, my mother came in and asked me a question.
Oh my god.
I was a little distracted there.
I didn't even say, oh my god, when you cut her off. Anyway, River, take the stage.
I guess like my introduction as far as engines go would be I tried to do some stuff in base game, and it was actual. And then, sorry, 1 second. You guys take the lead from here. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
All right.
You know,
Actually, I did want to say a story.
Oh,
I did
all
want
right.
to say it. It's not long. It's not long.
Okay.
Like I know I said earlier that Soul was the one that introduced me to FNF. I mean, it kind of is right. Soul was the one that like.
I introduced you to the Roblox game and actually like.
No. You did introduce me to FNF because I didn't know what it was, but I do remember like the earliest FNF mention I ever remember was having a meme on my phone that was just someone reskinning Witty to the Trolls because that was a thing back then. And I had that meme on my phone and I didn't know what FNF was back then. So I just had that on my phone forever. And then now looking back at it, it's like, oh, that makes sense.
I still don't get it. I honestly
so-
don't understand.
Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome back, River.
Where was I in the middle of all of this?
Where were you? Well, you were here. Then you talked to your mom, and now you're back.
right. Obviously, where was I as far as like?
You tried to code
Conversation.
in the base engine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I tried to do some modding in the base engine, and I did successfully eventually like make that stupid recolor.
Was it a good
If you want to
recolor?
get technical, that was my first quote unquote real mod. My first actual mod was probably versus Clover, and when I realized that modding was entirely possible, I figured out the existence of Kate Engine, which my computer at the time, this computer probably still couldn't. My computer could not handle it. My computer was basically eating itself from the inside out, trying to like run everything at once.
Dude, I remember when like more like Psych Engine came out, and it kind of just showed how like unoptimized
How bad
Kate Engine was. Yeah, it was like it was really funny because I vaguely remember a post on the subreddit where someone posted a thing like, people said Kate Engine was bad, but now Sonic.exe is a really popular mod and it still uses Kate Engine, so it can be good.
I remember that post actually. You know what? That during that era, I always kept a a thought in my head of like, well, you know, Psych Engine is all right, but I think I still want to stick to Kate Engine. Like me saying that, and I have like never played an FNF mod during that time, so I was just like talking for the sake of talking.
Yeah. Dude, alright.
No, yeah, Kate Engine was horrible. I remember seeing a tweet like nowadays, and it was like someone proposing to make like a mod with like OG sauce, like, oh, it feels like an OG mod, and someone pitched the idea to put it in Kate Engine.
That's so, you know, I wonder when was the last time that Kate Engine got updated, because it has to be like a couple years at this point.
It probably was.
Give up development on Kate Engine.
I mean, he works on
yeah.
Psych Engine, doesn't he? Doesn't Cade work on Psych Engine?
I think he does, but Psych is done, so
yeah. I mean,
yeah, Psych Engine is done.
It's done?
Wait, hold on. Is it done now with the 1.0 release?
Yep. Shadow Mario confirmed it.
Oh, I was about to say, famously, things never get updated after their 1.0 release. But I guess if he says so, then.
No, yeah,
Look,
he said that that was like the last one.
Only real ones remember the mic'd up engine.
Oh, that one.
Lord, the mic'd up engine. I also. Oh, that was my first. Okay, so I lied. Kate Engine was not my first engine. It was FPS Plus.
Yeah, that was the Rosebud engine.
FPS Plus was my first engine, and good lord, trying to get the skins to like, trying to get them to be in one place without slip sliding every time an animation played, that was a pain in the ass.
I bet it was.
You're what a what?
Also trying to like.
He said it bet it was.
I bet it was.
I thought you said I'm about to bust.
No!
I thought you said that.
Damn, what are you taking for?
I don't know. I thought you just said it randomly, bro. I don't know what I don't know your intentions.
I'll do it. No. Put the car. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, River, continue. Let's move on this.
It was. Did anybody else ever use FPS Plus, or was it just me?
Yeah, I remember. I did. You know, one thing that I mentioned that I made a giant doc of FNF mod reviews that included engines.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I had Kate Engine, I had mic'd up, I had FPS Plus. Let me check that list that I
Did you
referenced.
put Codename Engine in there? That's like the only one I know.
I did try Codename Engine. That one's actually pretty good.
It's
that
cool.
one I actually don't
You can
remember.
just place your sprites on. You can like visually see what you're making.
That one I actually don't remember. I know I don't have that on there.
Codename Engine FNF.
Yeah, I can't say I'm familiar with that one, but I did have, yeah, basically the list include all the ones that really matter are FPS Plus, Cade, and Mic'd Up. There's also a engine called JK Engine, which context behind that one is, so we had a person who was in the FNF subreddit like in early days. Since then, I think they've moved on because obviously they were like an actual adult when they were in there, and like an actual dev. I'm pretty sure they worked on Left 4 Dead.
Hold on, what?
One like a recent Left 4 Dead. Whatever, I don't know. Left 4 Dead 2 or Back 4 Blood is the most recent one. I think they worked on that. And so, you know, pretty good. And they also mentioned like they've been like they've been in the rhythm game scene for a like long while. And they had plenty of complaints about the game. And I remember there was a like I remember I mentioned earlier the thing about how people were like, you can mash in Cade Engine and you just win. And I remember he brought up the point of like, it's dumb because there's no early hit times, so you wouldn't get you wouldn't get like a low rating for hitting it really early. You would only get a low rating for hitting it late. And I remember when Cade Engine eventually came out with an update that did in fact change that and made it so that there were actually early times. I remember I asked him like if it was any better, or like, and I remember his response was just like, it was just something along the lines of like, they're still too small. Like the windows for hitting them early was just too small. But yeah, he was kind of like, you know, the experienced adult in a sea of children. And he made his own thing called JK Engine, which was supposed to be more like, you know, an engine that was more to the specifications of like, you know, other rhythm games. And like that was yeah, I remember it had like a bunch of like very popular rhythm game songs, like very notable ones in it, like included. I don't know how much really what much really happened with that engine. I only know of one mod that was made on it, and it was a mod made out of people in our server, made by people in our server. The head of which is like, is a story in and of herself, but but yeah. Anyway,
homegrown engine.
Basically.
Engines are a thing. I mean, I think cars have them too.
Wow, that's so.
So you should talk about your early FNF music.
Oh God, don't get me started.
River, has Soul shown you all of his garage band tracks?
Not all of them, but he did show me a handful of them.
I remember like always being so happy because he got done with like a new garage band track.
Soul is fucking ordering food.
No way he's
Vanilla shake. Vanilla shake, what size? Large.
You.
In the middle of the podcast, man.
Is there anyone here? Is it?
Okay. 1 second.
Okay, there's no one at my house. So you fat ass, why are you ordering more food?
I think he might have turned us down. So.
Thank you.
Soul?
I mean, what up?
Holy crap, dude.
Oh my god.
What?
Why were you why were you ordering food in the middle of the podcast?
Why are you
I'm ordering a
ordering
shake.
more
That's
food?
it.
Oh,
You're still
okay.
ordering something.
Yes.
That's our point.
Where's my wallet? Not shit.
It's probably
Imagine you
not.
don't have no more money in your credit card.
Imagine couldn't be me. I'm not poor. That's fucked up. I'm not poor.
You
But
should tell us the numbers of your credit card.
well, I think what I should be telling is about the old FNF music that I made.
That's true. I remember all the
Rick
Yeti
Washer?
tracks.
Oh yeah, no,
No,
those were
that's
like
even
later. Those
older.
were the ones where I got good at like harmonizing
No, Brick
and
Washer's a
like.
good one. Yeah,
Brick Washer was like
early.
Brick Washer is
No.
the earliest one that I was around
No.
for.
No,
You know the ones that are like super old, where I use like a super like high octave.
No, I'm talking about like the Garage Band era.
No,
Like-
that's
like
no.
the
I mean,
Garage
Yeti
Band
was still
track.
GarageBand, but you got to keep in mind that there was a phase in GarageBand. Hold
Yeah,
on a
I
minute.
know.
Like early garage band.
Oh, yeah, like I think I remember like Soul. So like you did like Soul had like a whole set of like FNF remixes, and then he got onto like doing like original tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you
no,
had like your FNF remixes era.
Uh,
I'm still so mad that you can't get those out of Garage
I'll
Band.
do a card.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind.
But yeah, no,
More
that shit
ordering.
was that was a while ago. Oh my god, yeah. The ideas I had for them, keep in mind, just I was not a good
I
thinking.
would
I was
pay money
not a
for you to
smart
get
kid
those
back
tracks
then.
again. I would pay
I
money
will-
for like those tracks to be
They will
restored.
forever stay in my Google Drive forever, and they will never.
Oh
come
wait, you
out
have
ever.
them? You have the FNF remixes from like
I have
yours?
some. Hello. Thank
Oh
you. Have
my
a good night.
god! Please dig them out. Please dig them out.
Bro, you have no idea how much cringe I have from this. Just super unadulterated cringe, because every single track from that line of music is so incredibly monotonous, repetitive, and if anything, the ideas were there, but the execution was so bad. I would much rather cut off a grandma's left arm and sacrifice it to Satan than get Christians ever again.
Wow.
It sounds like fate.
I'm talking. Helen can lose her foot. I don't give a fuck. But I started like when I was like, I think 12, cornering 13.
Dang.
And
2020. Wow, FNF
uh,
really came out 8 years ago, huh?
no, I started like making music on my phone for that long, and I had gotten decently well. I've been surrounded by music my entire life. And I would make music that I was barely just shooting out what type of things that I've heard and learned. And I would make these tracks that again have monotonous melodies. They kind of sounded like shit. Everything wasn't quantized, so everything sounded very loose and like, you know.
Yeah.
But I kept making music, and then I got to like FNF, and the idea of making FNF music. I didn't have access to.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, man, he didn't have access to
Didn't have access to.
Hawk. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hate you. I 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 hate you. Did I mention I fucking hate you?
If Soul isn't here, wait, Soul? I think it might just be having like a big lag spike.
Yeah, I think it's real hard connection issue.
While he's not here, I do want
stuffing his face full of food like a fat.
I do want to mention from the outsider's perspective, Soul did some good tracks while he was. I know he doesn't like him, but I remember liking him a lot. I was like, oh, I really wish I could learn from him. And then I remember he had like the hardest time ever trying to figure out how to like make vocals in in like GarageBand, because I mean for vocals you have to like splice them up and like I don't know, pitch them or whatever you do. I don't know. Uh, and I remember he had such a hard time because GarageBand doesn't allow you to do that. So he would just like randomly browse like packs of like I think it was like chromatics that people just gave out for GarageBand, and then we just happened to encounter he happened to encounter like a giant pack of like a bunch of chromatics, like I think it was like boyfriend, girlfriend, Pico, Witty, Sky, like a bunch of the old, uh, FNF main like mods. I remember he was like very happy when he found like the gigantic pack of stuff. But then I think then he found another application. I don't quote me on this because I don't remember very well. But I think he found an application that allowed him to splice up things later on. I don't know. Ask him when he comes back when he's not dying. Anywho,
I was disconnected again, wasn't I?
yeah, you were.
Yes.
I want to leave the podcast.
So while you were not here, I was telling them about when you used to like download big packs of like vocals, and you got really happy when you found like a big pack of like, oh my god, this one has boyfriends from week 3, and this one has like Sky.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was talking about my fucking remixes too. I was literally going into depth and how I said, like the ideas were there, the execution was just fucking terrible. I would have had my younger self executed.
Wow.
But you know what? Fuck what I said. I don't fucking care.
Well, all right.
I don't care. It's fine.
All I'm gonna say is my old music, I'd burn it, I'd kill it, I'd ruin its life, I'd marry it and divorce it and take half of its money. And my new music is very much an improvement. I'm not gonna say that it's like good, though I do think that I am making better quality stuff nowadays. But oh man, I'm glad that I'm not making abhorrent bullshit anymore. I guess.
Humble King. Oh my god.
I had so much hate. I literally the first time I found like the first time I actually found a sound font
wouldn't go away.
the first time I found like a pack or not a pack but like an app that like had accessibility for sound fonts. Woo! Man, I told Jem about it. No. I think I was in a call with like Jem and like a couple of our old friends. That oh my god, I was
remember
like,
you freaked out when you had like found like a billion like sound fonts that you could play around with now.
yeah,
Oh my
no,
god,
and then,
look at this one and this one
Like
has
a
this one,
child
no
in a
way.
toy aisle.
shut
Yeah.
up. Oh man, that shit was actually like so fire.
Second Christmas.
There we go. It was an amazing like turnaround because that was when I started making the Yeti stuff. In fact, I was in. We just came back.
I wanted
we
to
just
circle
came back
the
into-
Yeti.
I remember. Actually, I want to go into like how those like ideas for like the FNF like Yeti stuff came into fruition because they didn't come to me while I was like in my room or anything. You know where I was making that fucking music?
Yeah.
I was sitting on the windowsill in like a really like indented window of the band room at my school.
All right, I remember you were in band.
The thing is that with coming back into school, actually no, you know what they did in sophomore year? What they did was no, it was no, it was senior year. They moved the hour like forward for like the school stuff, and so all the
right, yeah,
classes
they
started like
changed
an
the
hour
school
later.
system.
So instead of it
Yeah.
starting at like 6:30, no, instead of it starting at like 8:30, I mean 7:30, they started at 8:30. But my mom, she was taking me and my little brother to school, and um oh my god, oh my god, my mom would drop us off at like 7. sometimes 6:30, and we would just be outside in the freezing cold for like 2 hours until class started. And they only opened up the school like an hour before the classes started. Like they opened the gates at 7:30. So what I did was I would go to the band room for my senior year because that was where like my class started. That was my first class. And I would sit on the windowsill and I would literally just like make music there. And that was like the idea where I got something. It was the plot. It was boyfriend and girlfriend with like the Christmas festive fucking like stuff from week 5. They walk into the dearest household. Girlfriend goes away into her room or something. Daddy dearest looks at the boyfriend with like malice intent, and then he just fucking sends the boyfriend to like the Arctics. And the girlfriend comes in and is like, "What the fuck, Dad?" And then the dad's like, "I'm sick of your shit," and then sends her too. Um, and so they're both stranded in like the cold Arctic, and there's a blizzard about to come. So boyfriend and girlfriend they head towards this like icy cavern and block it off before they get like brutally attacked by cold. And then there's a Yeti in the cave, and that's how that interaction started. I imagined that whole thing in my head, and I was like, I need to find instruments.
This is it.
And
Yeah.
I started cooking, and it took like I want to say it took like a couple of weeks to like get a general like layout of the song, and it took forever trying to like figure out the actual instruments. But then when I finished it, I was actually so surprised. And
I think I made sprites for it at one point.
you made a boyfriend sprite from like a third perspective, but facing towards the camera, wearing the jacket. I remember that. And I started remixing the song too, like remastering it in FL after all these years, which is like maybe like 2, I don't know. But then I lost all my files because of I didn't lose them, but they all got locked out because my hard drive decided to lock up. And I still haven't gone and figured that out. Which, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's not killing me. I don't need those files, but at the same time, I really want them. But it's just money's tight. It's always been tight, and goddamn, I'm just those files
Maybe
will
if
stay
you did
forever,
spend
basically.
so much on Pokemon Go.
Jam.
I'm kidding. And I'm kidding. I'm trying to find something
Sure.
that you're talking about this. Because I
Mm-hmm.
can't find it. I can't find it. I don't think I ever pulled it out of my hard drive.
And the thing is that
Oh, found it. Oh my god, I did upload this. Okay, so I'm not gonna
Mhm.
show this to. Well, actually, we can't even show images. But this is. Oh, whoops. I don't know why. Why didn't it save? Hold on.
You're gonna send it to me?
Oh, you save it to your. That's so dumb. No, because it's. What am I copying text? Hold on. Reddit's so dumb with its layout. Okay, there we go. This I remember when Soul showed me all the tracks for the Yeti. I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool! I've never seen someone make music before. I think it's so cool." So then,
This is the first time music has ever
so
been
then,
made.
so then I was like, "Soul, do you want me to like draw the Yeti and like make like concept art? Because this was like when I just started drawing, and so
I remember.
I made a drawing for the Yeti, and Soul was like, it doesn't fit what I see. And that's all I said. And that's all he said. It's like, that's not my creative vision. And then that's all he said. It's like,
You
yeah,
gotta
but you
keep
like
in mind, back then I was very straightforward about my about like my art I guess like my vision. I don't know. I've always been a very particular person when it comes to like literal like I don't know. I don't know. I was very judgmental, and I think I still am.
This is the drawing I made for him.
But it was.
This is
But it was.
so old.
Wow.
Yeah, this is old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I posted it on my Reddit account like ages ago. Thank God I did because I don't have to grab it from my hard drive. But yeah,
Bro is strutting with it.
I remember I was thinking of all these ideas like, oh, I will put the ice cube because it will look cool because I think I was inspired by Fortnite or whatever. And then Soul came and said like, yeah, it's not what I envisioned. And I was like, oh, but do you like it? It's like, it's cool.
You know what's funny is that I actually did say those things.
But, I mean, you didn't say it verbatim, but it was something around
the thing
those
is,
times.
I think I did say like a couple of those things verbatim, but the thing is that like looking back on it, it's like
it's bad. So you were kind of right.
It's not that. It's not that. I mean, I'm not gonna say this is your best art, but I'm gonna say this like there's a lot of sentiment, very much so, because it's like one of the very like first like artistic renditions of my idea. And it means so much to me, especially now, because it's like I have like a certain like feeling towards like that whole idea because I really thought it was cool and I wanted to put it out there. But the thing is that I'm just a bad director. It happened with Solathon. It happened with the time that I actually tried to handle this project together. I'm a working man. I'm not a director, man. But it's just it warmed my heart. It warms my heart right now. Like genuinely, like thank you, man. Like it really does mean a lot. Even if back then I was like, that's cool. emotional monkey brains moments.
Someone should make a compilation of that. But yeah, I remember you saying that, but I mean I didn't feel discouraged or anything. I was just like, oh, okay, that's fine. Plus, even now looking at it, if you actually want to roll with it, yeah, no. The legs are like noodles for this guy. That's not even how legs work.
He's melting.
Plus
He's
size
melting.
king.
We gotta save him. He's melting. He's melting.
Also, for whatever reason, the shading is like super gross and everything. Yeah, and anywho, yeah, yeah, Yeti.
Yeti, like the microphone.
Yeah, I still have the original soundbite for it, and I think I have it on my computer because I can remember. Sample.
I can remember like the voice of the Yeti just by thinking about it.
Good lord, I can remember it too.
I don't know. Like it wasn't even like an actual like A-E-I-O-U like chromatic. It was like a single sample, and it was put in a sampler, and it was just played like a regular instrument. But for some reason,
mom was played like a regular instrument.
Fuck you, bitch.
Wasn't that your voice? Like the Yeti, wasn't it your voice, but like pitched and like through a bunch of things?
Yeah, no. The thing is that was my voice, and I tried different samples. Oh my god, do I even say this? Because back then, when I was first like figuring out the voice for the Yeti, I think I literally just got out of the shower and I started making Yeti noises. It was like the most random moment.
I got out the shower and decided.
Sounds more like fucking Chewbacca.
Well, I was like, I can't even recreate it now because that sample, despite it being only one, is literally like the most perfect sample for the Yeti that I could think of. I don't think I could ever change like how he sounds. I mean, unless like I were to somehow recreate that sound or like that type of tone, with the type of like girliness that's in there to make like an AIOU. But even then, the single sample I think works the best because the Yeti's just kind of grunting, you know. But man, it was I'm getting like a massive like wave of like nostalgia, even though this shit was like a couple years ago. But then again, I get nostalgic about the time I held a barbecue.
I know it was shortly after you made the Yeti thing that I started helping you with chromatics.
Mm-hmm. And you actually done a lot for me, River. You taught me how to use slide notes.
Oh yeah,
I feel like I remember a point in time in VCs where it would just be like, so we'd be making music and then be like, or like making chromatics or something, and it's like, I gotta hit up River. She know how to do this shit.
Yeah. There was a time where it was like, I can't do it. I need River.
River, come back to me. I need you to make this chromatic for me.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Come back, make this for me is like absolute dog shit. But then he he sits down and composes, and he makes the most banger stuff ever. How does that happen?
You. I'm awesome at singing. I could be on American Idol.
No, you could not.
No, I would
if
not.
I was the judge, I would be buzzing you out immediately.
Hi, my name is Soul.
You're not that... You accidentally pressed the gold buzzer because you're an idiot misclick.
Oops, sorry guys, misclick.
Oopsies,
I'm a little colorblind, I'm sorry.
Too late. I got the gold buzzer. Yeah, everybody was kung fu fighting.
Oh my god. I have a story, not very related to the current subject matter, but so I talked earlier about how and I promise this is not a traumatic story. I talked earlier about the point of me meeting about me like my first meeting with Melody. There was a person that he was friends with at the time. As far as I know, they haven't talked in like forever. Who goes by Black Tiger, and you know what's really funny is that there was a point in time before we were like a thing, where he had a crush on Black Tiger and eventually told him about it, but it was like, I don't really feel the same way, blah blah blah. And the funniest part is that they're both men, and not a single time since then has at that time I think he considered himself bisexual, and then eventually he just stopped for a reason I don't really know. Maybe it's like just a self-discovery thing, but with him I can never really be too sure. But anyway, point is that I started created a move to Blue Sky recently because of the whole Twitter shit going on, and there's a bunch of people there, blah blah blah. And like a week or two ago, Black Tiger followed me on there, and I was just like, I was not expecting that. Like I was
Black
like,
Tiger again?
like a very old a friend of Melody's that they were friends when I first met him.
Is she the one that he always talks about?
No, Black Tiger was the guy.
Yeah, Black Tiger's the guy.
Melody was like, hey, I want to be
talks about
with you.
to you.
And the girl was like, no.
Yeah, no, the one that he always talks about.
No. That's the current
Black Tiger's a man. He's a straight.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah.
got a. Actually, I don't know. Can I? hold on.
I
Is
don't
he
know
like
his
an
I
adult?
don't
Is
know
he an
his
adult or no?
sexuality, so don't ask me. But
Is he an adult or no?
Oh,
Oh,
I think
Cindy
he's
Gilbert.
about. I think he's about the same age as me, so probably an adult.
He's got a dick.
Yeah, that
There
he
you go.
does. Yeah, I think he's around my age. I'd have to check, but if he
Cindy
even
Gilbert.
puts his age in his bio or anything like that. But yeah, it was kind of funny. He just like followed me, and I was like, "You remember me?" Like, I was not expecting that one. Like, and you know, he's like not like a bad guy or anything. I remember he I think the whole thing was that I don't think they were friends when we first met, because it was I met Melody, and he kind of like sort of like looked up to Black Tiger at the time as like an artist. And eventually Black Tiger like kind of like taught him a bit about art and stuff like that. And at some point just kind of like I think Black Tiger just at some point just stopped really going on Discord, because I remember asking Melody about it, like, hey, you know, he hasn't been around, like I feel like I haven't noticed him around a while, and he's like, yeah, he just kind of like doesn't go on Discord, and I was like, oh, all right, but very funny that he just found me, because it's like I was not expecting that. But that happened, and I I mean, I think it's just a kind of case where as well he just kind of stopped being friends with Melody, which is a positive, I would say. But yeah, no. But yeah, no, he's not the fling. He was a pre-me fling.
You know what I want on the side for lunch? Pickle, pickle, pickle.
Shut up. But yeah, no, the current fling is the gradual descent of his character, but I already told that story. I don't need to tell it again in great detail.
Well, that dude is definitely a something burger.
Something burger?
That is how I pronounce my words. Don't pronounce your words like my words. That's my
you
word.
pronounce. Did you not pronounce something burger exactly how you would pronounce it?
That's my burger. Burger word. Wordger. We're Gurgiter. That's my Pokemon Go name.
That's your Pokemon Go name.
Once
That's how you say it?
Once again, I have to say that Soul, you are just a random sentence generator. You really boggle the mind with the things you say. You know, stop your giggling.
You know what? He laughs like he's done something mischievous. Now someone's like grabbing him by the shoulders, and he's just like.
And then the little like the side like the tiny little wheeze like coming through my laugh is just like.
Like an old man.
Laugh like Bender from Futurama.
It just from, you know, those like those like ship dynamic arts. I'm just imagining Soul in one of those where it's like a really angry guy with a very like happy-go-lucky guy.
Yeah.
God, if that doesn't describe our dynamic in a nutshell, I don't know what is. Like,
River and Soul ship dynamic?
Not a ship dynamic, no, but I'm just saying, like, the dynamic of me being the angry one and him being the happy-go-lucky, brain-rotted dipshit, like...
River, go buy us tacos.
No, I'm not, but no.
Fuck you!
I'm not buying us tacos.
You just ordered something, Soul!
I want a divorce.
I'm not even married, what the fuck? What are you...
Well, not
what are you
anymore.
on?
I took half your shit.
What are you on? We don't even share anything.
I'm just kidding. You know what we share?
A friendship, I hope.
God damn, you took my line.
Wow. The
But
chemistry
$2
here
to my
is
name.
unparalleled.
but going back to kind of like wrap up my thoughts on like the intro to like FNF music stuff. What really kind of broke me into it was kind of my own exposure, and especially playing some of the songs on Even More FNF2, Even More FNF, Even More FNF2, and I guess like it even like it grew exponentially as well when like joining the FFV because because I already like made music for one mod, but like and that was like versus Tree Dude, which is the little mini game from Super Hot. Um and that was a cool mod. I know I knew the guy. He's really cool. But it was when I joined the FFV, and then and then most of us collectively like came together and made an FNF mod. Like that was beautiful. That was like something I would have never imagined. Um, that was something I never would have imagined like ever like seeing transpire. Because most mods are like, you make a mod, you make a Discord server, you have concepts of the mod, and you just put it down. We all just said, what's the idea? A washing machine with a brick in it versus a bottle of vanilla extract. And we just fucking went with that. And we said, fuck it, we ball. And we did it. We balled. We balled so hard. We're the
FNF
ballers.
success
of FNF
story.
model. Literally, yes. Literally, the rarest thing to happen in the FNF scene is a success story.
Pretty much.
It was
It's-
pain. Chart that, by the way. How long was that song? Like,
It was like 2.5 minutes or so. Well, let me check. Because I have it uploaded on my YouTube.
I tried
I thought it was
vanilla
like
extract
4
the other
minutes or
day.
something like that.
You did?
Yeah,
the
like
mod or the actual like
no,
substance?
no, the mod, not the mod. I don't know how to load up the mod.
You chugged vanilla extract?
I remember I had to go buy vanilla extract because I was making
Oh my god.
I was making French toast and I didn't have vanilla extract, so I had to go buy it. And when I came home, I just put like a little bit on my palm and I threw it down and it didn't taste bad. So I think you might have been overreacting.
Hey, River, just to answer your question, Brick Washer was 3 minutes and 28 seconds.
3 minutes 28. So that was pretty close. Okay. It was a really fast song, and I remember I had a hell of a time charting it.
It was the first ever visualizer I've ever made. And I used a website for it.
My hands broke while I was charting that thing, so to the people who played it, you're welcome, and also, fuck you, Soul.
The suffering of friends is truly the most rewarding. That's why we antagonize you, River. You know what's funny?
Really?
You know what's funny? I was eating dinner and talking with my mom earlier today before the podcast, and I like finished dinner and I'm heading back to my room, and my mom is like, enjoy your podcast, be nice to River.
I was about to ask, is it another be nice to River moment?
Yeah, I just I called back like no promises, and then she said Team River.
I am insanely happy to know that your family is on my side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's like it's funny, but at the same time, just know that your mom will side with us any day of the week.
It's very funny how our parents are all on conflicting sides. It's just like it's not, like the cliche parenting argument of like whose kid is better. It's that, but for a completely different kid that they're not even the parent of.
That isn't even a kid. It's like that's an adult.
Oh yeah, but
We're adults. We're adults, except for Fia. Fia's not an adult.
we're adults without the A.
We're adults.
Yep.
We're adults.
We put the dolt in adult.
We're just dolts.
We're adults.
Yeah. So you remind me of that thing they do in Gravity Falls where characters will just turn a mundane sentence into a song. Like the one
I thought that was regular show.
No, well they do that in Gravity Falls. I don't know about regular show, but
You said Gravity Falls. My first thought was the fucking. You said Gravity Falls. My first thought was the fucking. My wife says she misses me, but her aim is getting better.
But her aim is getting better.
You see, it's funny
Her aim
because
is
marriage
getting
is
better.
terrible. It's I remember there was like a thing where Alex Hirsch and Rebecca Sugar got together, and Alex Hirsch sang a Steven Universe song in the Grunkle Stan voice.
Wait, what song did he sing? I've never seen that.
I don't remember actually. Hang on, I'm gonna.
Well, it's Stronger Than You. That's like the most popular song.
Maybe. Let me see. Oh, he sung Giant Woman in Grunkle Stan's voice.
I can see you two turning into a giant woman. That's not how it sounds.
Phantom Arcade's doing another stream.
Wow.
A giant woman.
More FNF lore.
FNF Lorax.
FNF.
Yeah, that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember seeing that at some point. It was very funny. But yeah, it's that was just reminding me of, because in Gravity Falls, there's times where characters will just be doing a thing and then they'll sing along to what they're doing, like mundane. Like there's a point I remember, the one I remember is an episode where Seuss is like leaving the Mystery Shack and going to his car, and he just goes, "Walking out to my car, do 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 do."
I'm sorry. I'm currently. This is unrelated to anything, like literally anything that we're talking about. I'm currently playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 on the side, and I just want to say that when you go offline, you have character names that these are just like randomly generated like characters to kind of fill the empty space. So they're not player names. These are like actual people names. We got Randolph, we got Brenda, we got Brina, Kyle. So
Kyle.
Yeah, cool. Good to know there's a Namekian here just called Kyle.
That sounded very close, and those sounded like gunshots. I think I'm gonna move.
Maybe you should.
Uh-oh. My key is not in my keyhole. My key is in my keyhole. I'm leaving the park, and I'm going to Foster's Freeze, baby. Oh, yeah.
You're gonna buy more food?
No, I'm gonna park over there, because it's not safe over here.
Okay.
I have a milkshake already. I'm not gonna buy any more. You want me to have
Jim are about to light him up.
They were about to light me a new one, and not the good kind of light up.
Like the song.
Like marijuana. Marijuana. I wanna see you through. Let's roll a blunt into a giant doobie, a giant doobie. All I wanna do is see you turn
A
it
giant
to a
doobie.
giant doobie.
I want to see you turn into a giant doobie, dude.
I wanna see you roll.
Wow. And that's
I
the end
wanna
of
see
that
you
conversation,
roll so you
guys.
can
That's the end of that. I started seeing giant doobie.
I want to see you roll so you can smoke that hoe. A giant doobie.
So you can lick it whole. The giant doobie. The giant doobie. Go ahead and light and smoke it all tonight. The giant doobie.
Oh my god.
That one took me all the way out. Oh my god.
Oh my.
Jesus Christ.
that one took me all the way out. I'm done.
I know. I
Holy
got you.
crap.
I got you winded as fuck.
That is
Balls.
single-handedly the funniest fucking thing he's ever said.
Oh my god. Oh fuck.
You know, I took off my glasses because they were getting kind of dirty, and in my very blurry vision, River looks like she has, like, bear ears in her profile picture.
Bear ears.
Yeah. Like, it's very blurred, so the two, like highlights in your hair look like the inner part of the ear.
River, is there something you're not telling us about yourself?
I'm not a furry, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, I was gonna say, are you like, Akukin?
No.
Aku's half sister.
Akukin!
No.
That's such a cool title. That's just a cool title.
That would be extremely, like, uncanny, too, because he's a full-on bear, and I'm just, like, not
Well,
at
that's
all.
why I said half sister. You're only half. You would only be half bear.
Half bear.
Half bear,
Bear,
half human. We can finally
Bear
solve
that.
the question of if a bear shits in the woods.
Bear.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you not know that?
What the fuck are you on? What the fuck are you talking about?
Have you never heard the phrase, does a bear shit in the woods?
If nobody's around,
If we want to know if a bear shits in the woods, we could just ask Aku.
That's true.
If nobody's around to hear it, does the bear still shit in the woods?
I don't think I want to
nobody's
hear a
around-
bear shitting
well-
in the woods.
It's nature.
It's nature, guys.
it's
It's fucking
organic.
nature.
It's okay. It's organic. Oh, that fucking. Oh my god, that reminds me of that one clip. It's like, strawberry milk is vegan because it's from strawberries and it's not normal milk. It's strawberry milk. And
I don't know what video you're talking about, but the way you said
it's
that
like this like really like skinny white like person, and they're like in like pink overalls, and they're like and they have like a glass of strawberry milk in front of them, and they're basically recording themselves saying that strawberry milk is vegan because it comes from strawberries and not cows.
I'm not familiar with that video at all.
Oh, it's so fucking funny.
okay. you said it, and the way you were saying it reminded me of two videos. One was you know that one video where it's the guy the like dude had like puts a bunch of popcorn into this like fucking tub of like butter, and then it switches to like this guy just staring at his just staring like head on at the camera, and he's like I don't remember what he says exactly, but he just like rambles on about like popcorn and butter, but at the end he's like, that butter mess, clean it up please, I don't want to cause any problems here. You know that?
I do not know that video, but it sounds funny.
I've seen a lot of that. The other one that I was reminded of was with that fucking accent was the fucking that one like weird like I'd almost call it like a sensory video of the guy going like G-lie B-lie rat and like
Oh. G-lie B-lie no pink guy. Yeah, I fucking know that one.
That stupid ass video.
I know that because I also watched like the Fits or like the Misfits back then with like Fitz, McCreamy, Swagger
Holy
Soul.
crap, the Misfits.
And I remember that they also referenced that one as well in one of their videos. That's why like I remember more. It's more of that video than the actual one, but I've seen the actual one. I mean, in my king time. I don't know. It just sounds. Oh.
By the way, aren't we about to hit the hour?
It should
Yeah,
be
we're at 3 hours. We just hit it.
We hit 3 hours?
Yeah.
We did.
Really?
Wow.
Happy birthday! Yay!
I actually found out
It is my
because
birthday.
I was hanging out with him earlier. It's Adam's birthday tomorrow.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Happy early birthday from the Monkey Brains.
Happy birthday, Adam!
Well, it's gonna be uploaded tomorrow anyways, right? So,
Yeah.
Adam!
yeah, by the time this video is uploaded, happy birthday, Adam.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, Adam.
Your birthday today. Adam! It's your birthday today. I hope he sees this.
He probably will. He's our most consistent viewer.
He's always messaging me. I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this, but usually after we finish an episode and then it gets uploaded, the next day he'll DM me with a comment about something that I said in the within the episode, and he does that consistently. So
We should all sing him happy birthday right now because this is an actual birthday moment.
I respect it. I respect his birthday, but I'm not singing till the karaoke episode, and we'll never sing after that.
Happy birthday to you.
I like the turn signal providing a sick beat.
To you. Happy birthday, dear Adam. Happy birthday to you. I just serenaded Adam. Happy birthday, you fluffy bastard.
Happy birthday! You finally get to say it for an actual birthday.
I do. I'm like, don't imagine me jumping up and down in in the seat of my car as I'm driving while I'm excitedly saying I can.
That's totally what you did. Don't fucking deny it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ho ho ho! Happy holidays.
Thank you, Jem. Now I'm thinking of peak music. Thank you, Jem.
Peak music?
Top 10 Awesome is my favorite composer of all time. Fucking oh. That's the best part. You don't believe me? What? Uh-oh,
No.
uh-oh. Oh. Best part. Best game ever made.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, we are.
end this episode.
Yep.
Don't hit me,
Yeah.
car. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
Now kiss.
When my cars kiss romantically, I owe $5,000 to the driver that I ran into.
What if we kissed on the freeway?
What if we kissed in a moving car?
While I was driving.
On the opposite side of the road.
What if we kissed at the green light?
What if we kissed at the yellow light?
There's something so inherently funny about at the green light. It just got me so bad. That's so funny.
What if we kissed at the yield sign?
I've got a 2 points on cracking River up this episode. I'm really got it in the bag on this one.
I got one, but I really fucked her up.
Got 5 on you. Soul's got 5 points on you for the fucking.
No, that one was a 5-pointer.
Wow, I'm outclassed.
That was a 5-point joke right there.
It really fucked you up. Like, it literally sounded like you coughed up a lung.
Who do you think is?
I felt like I coughed up a lung.
River. Who do you think who do you think out of the members of this podcast has made you laugh the most amount of times, or just general total laughability?
I don't know. I feel like you and Soul are tied.
We have
Hey, Amber, high five.
me and Soul have very different points of humor, but River finds both of them funny.
River just has an extended humor power.
My funny bone is very sensitive. I laugh at a lot of things. And I love laughing. I love being in a good mood. I love laughing. And when you guys tell jokes, they are funny as shit to me. And I love it. I love it a lot. It makes my heart happy. And
laughter is the best medicine, and River needs to go to
laughter
AA.
really is the best medicine. And
River needs to go to AA because she's abusing the shit.
It's a drug, and I'm abusing the shit out of it.
I got addicted where you need to get River on My Strange Addictions.
My addiction is laughing.
I have an addiction to...
Hi, my name is River. I'm addicted to laughing.
I think it would be more like, hi, my name is River, and I'm addicted to laughing.
You start scratching your throat every 2 minutes. And just but my name is River.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and then it's just a segment. Sometimes when I'm just not a little deprived of my laughter, I hit the hee hee hee. Feel like a pretty girl.
Most addicts they don't really have a lot of friends. But whenever I need to get my fix, I
love how Amber is putting a really interesting spin on it, and Soul is out here making me to be the fucking Joker.
I like how Soul is just laughs in just the most depressed I had a terrible day. I was thinking about ending it all.
I was thinking about Taking the coward's way out.
My friends are really funny. I trust them when I
My
need to get
foot was
pissed.
wound up to kick the bucket straight across the room.
Ha, ha, ha!
Sometimes I get a little wild with my laughter.
What the?
Sometimes I get a little- You know.
I haven't screamed in laughter in a really long time.
You know. Sometimes
Sometimes I like to get a little goofy with my laughter. Oh, yuck, 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 yuck.
you know, sometimes my laughs get a little bit, sometimes my laughs get a little irregular.
Okay, chipmunk, what the fuck?
That's the sound of
Sometimes I get a little devious. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys a few days ago when my grandma, like, I cracked myself up with my own joke because my grandma was like, "Do you want a piece of candy?" I said, "What, are you going to take me out to your little white van next?" I said that joke on instinct, and I cracked myself up with it.
Oh my god.
And so I'm standing there in the kitchen, like, fucking giggling to myself like a moron.
I think we after we do the karaoke episode, we should do like an episode where we just do like we try to just do stand-up comedy.
So
That would go
today we're
terribly
doing
because
stand-up
the material
comedy.
sucks ass.
So I'm gonna sit down.
We all embrace our inner John Mulaney, except it comes out and we're instead like Jeff Mufasa.
Holy shit, we killed him.
I fucking
Well, I haven't
killed
been
Soul. Killed Soul with Jeff Mufasa.
My name is Jeff Mufasa.
Oh my god. I mean, it's either Jeff Mufasa or fucking Joe Rogan. I don't fucking.
Choke on my Rogan. We all have to come up with with names that are just parodies of comedians.
Oh.
It's... Yeah, I'm
So, Bill Burr, right?
What's the deal with airline food?
And then
that's the only joke we tell.
and then I'll throw a little John Penn in, and I'll be like, "So I bought this toaster, $39.
Sitting there fucking this monkey, right?
No, what the fuck is wrong with you?"
I was referencing something, you dope.
Fuck monkeys, huh?
I was
No.
referencing. God, it's called
So
comedy.
I
Look it up.
was sitting there braining this monkey, right?
Shut up.
So I roofied this monkey with a banana, right?
So I was sitting there braining this monkey.
So I was
The thing
doing
that went
wicked
through my
brain
head-
this monkey, right?
The thing that went through my head when you said that was braining this monkey. My first thought was that you took like a metal pipe and you're smacking it against its head.
Like indenting its head like fucking Tyler 1.
Yeah, like
Oh.
Tyler One.
Sitting there braining this monkey. It's the dumbest fucking thing.
Maybe
That one got me.
Maybe we should go into comedy. You know all those popular
Yeah.
YouTubers that do like tours and shit? We should do that, and no one will come.
We don't even have the funds to travel. What do you mean?
It's not us we just like we just like get a guy to travel the world, and he just puts us on like a big screen.
We're just on a big fucking Zoom call.
Yeah, he just pulls up Discord on like the projector, and we're just there. We can't even see or hear the crowd. We're just doing things. We wait for the crowd reception, and there's nothing because no one's in the crowd. We're like
there would be no way for us to tell like if who's listening and who's like laughing at our jokes genuinely.
We specifically choose our show locations in areas where like where like people we can confirm watch the show like are like we just set up a show that's like a couple minutes away from like where Adam lives.
And then Adam will be the one to gather them all.
Adam, our number one fan.
The number one monkey brain. The number one brain.
Indeed.
The best brain of all time.
One day we'll make the world laugh with our podcast. Right now we only make a minuscule subsection of them probably not laugh, but you know.
I thought you were leading into that with we will make the world laugh one day, but as of right now we're just making ourselves laugh.
That too.
I will say that we're racking up numbers in terms of views, at least more recently.
Our last few videos have gotten a surprising amount of views, and like surprising in the sense that like we haven't gotten that level of views since we started the channel, and that's not a joke. Our most recent videos are sitting at our three most recent videos are sitting at 37, 25, and 42 views, which is actually not bad for our normal viewership rate of less than 10 views or slightly above 10 views if we're lucky.
What are those episodes actually? What?
Our last three episodes were obviously the last episode where my sister was there, and then
no. I mean, like, what are the episodes that are getting the views?
Episode 27 is
the three most recent. Our most popular videos are, episode 1. You know, it's funny. 2 of our most recent episodes are actually in our top 5.
Yeah.
Of views. Like our first episode is still the most viewed at 92. Our second most viewed episode is episode 3, the Fia guest. First episode where Fia was a guest.
That fucking dumpster fire of an episode.
Yeah, that
episode 3 will forever go down in history as the worst fucking episode on this podcast.
It is like comedy gold, like that. Our episode 3 was that fucking disaster, and then episode 33 was the exact same thing.
The emoji apocalypse.
Do it again on episode 63.
I feel like we'd have to get 333.
Oh wait, no, 63. I'm just gonna suddenly do Diamond Alien, and I'm gonna make myself laugh so hard.
What forever in the monument of iconic moments as Wooden Diamond of this channel.
Dude, the first time I made that joke, that was the dumbest fucking joke I'd ever made. I was like, wooden diamond, and for some reason, so fucking lost it.
I feel like the sentence for some reason Soul fucking lost it is like a sentence that you can apply to a lot of things that Soul laughs at.
Wooden diamond.
It's just a description of his character.
Yeah,
for some reason, Soul lost it.
I'm a giggly bitch. I'm a git.
You know what's funny? I haven't updated the descriptions since I started the channel. River is still classed as the giggly bitch of the channel. Soul is the professional dumbass.
I am a professional dumbass though, I'm not gonna lie.
I am the little giggly bitch. I giggle, I do giggle, I laugh at a lot, but I love laughing because laughing makes me happy. And I laugh at a lot of dumb shit too. And
you know what's funny? I actually do have to update it because it still says your classes you as living microphone composer.
When you're a living composer. You're a living human.
Yeah, I'll just cut out the microphone part so it just says living composer.
Just cut out the living microphone part. It's fine. I could be composer and giggly bitch.
It's, actually, Giggly Bitch comes first in the hierarchy.
Okay, then whatever.
It feels weird to have like just a single word describing it, so I'm just gonna keep the living composer.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously I'm a living composer.
A composer that's alive? That's crazy.
It's what I mean. What would I be if I died? The
You're
dead
dead.
composer.
Won't be missed composer.
I like how
Missed composer.
what's funny is that like
Dearly
what's
missed
funny
composer.
is that like 42, 41, 42, and 43 are in like the top 10 like most like viewed. And those are the recent things. And the thing is that
Wait, guys! I went on to the fucking last episode that we did with my sister. I scrolled down to the comments, and my mom commented on that video, and said, she said #Team River and love your guest.
Holy crap! That is awesome. I'm gonna leave a comment. I'm gonna.
You know what's the worst part? That's my mom's first and last maiden name. Wow.
God.
I did not know that she commented on my... What is her profile picture? I don't even know what her profile
it looks
picture
like an explosion.
I think it's just like an art piece.
It looks like it.
Oh no, it's a cake.
Oh, you know what?
It's a cake she
You're right.
she made. Or just a general cake, I don't know. Could be either. But that's really fucking funny. I didn't know my mom commented on that video. She commented
That's
3 days
fucking
after
hilarious.
it went up.
Yeah.
Which is wow. So that's an interesting thing. It was very funny how in the... What was that? Heard like a beep from River's end.
Look,
My end. I thought that was Soul's
Well.
end.
no.
No, your microphone lit up.
Did I beep? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Couldn't have been me.
And I thought you rebranded from being a fucking piece of technology. It's so beeping.
Wow.
Wait,
wonder
if I
if
comment under hers, does that like? Will she know that it's me?
I mean, maybe? We don't really call you, like, Lagos Era on here.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but
you might have mentioned it and she might have caught that, but I think she only really knows you as River. She might recognize you based on the...
You just replied.
Yeah, if you just... I feel like if you say, like, thanks for the support or something, she'll know it's you.
She'll just say, you just say happy birthday.
Oh my God. Don't say that. She will be so confused. Or maybe not, considering she apparently watches this. Damn, my mom made her channel all the way back in 2009. That's crazy. I also didn't even know that she, I kind of could have like figured that she had a YouTube account.
Wait,
But like, I've never seen it before, so something new.
I got a question.
Yeah.
If we end the episode,
No.
We're gonna go for 4 hours, by the way. We're gonna actually go for 4 hours.
We're only at 3 hours 22 minutes. It's fine. We've gone this long before.
we'll do
Such
it again.
is the life.
We'll go so long that Thea comes back.
She's been online since her Wi-Fi went out, but she's not joined, I guess.
She hates
Oh
them.
my! Oh, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
What?
god!
You got a
Look
shiny.
at how this person's holding their burrito. No! No, you got to send it. No, you
What?
Already said. You think your mom probably shared the podcast like with like her Facebook group or something?
She does
And
not
that's
go
what
on
has something.
Facebook.
Oh, okay. Then I don't. Okay, it's just the
I
algorithm.
think
Not a
she's
mom?
only
That's amazing.
the only reason she's really used Facebook in recent like times is for like business stuff, because it's like there's like actual decent like business features on there. At least from what like she's mentioned, but she doesn't go on there for any
Wait,
sort
hold
of
on.
like actual like reason of posting shit. She's not a social media person.
I can't fucking upload pictures. What the fuck is this shit?
Hashtag Team River. Love your gas. Crazy.
Also, I took a look at the notifications, and we got I have a notification 3 weeks ago. New subscriber. I am the Night Elf. I don't know who this is.
Oh hey, well no, that's good. That's good.
Hey,
We're getting
shout
like
out
actual
to I'm the
randos.
Night Elf.
Yeah,
No, we're
actual
shout out.
randos.
we're getting randos to subscribe. Yeah, that's working.
Hey,
I like
if you're
how
watching
I like
this,
how you
if
guys
you're
are calling
watching
us-
this, I am the Night Elf. Thanks for your support. And
I like how you guys are calling them fucking randos.
I mean, I was the only one.
I'm strangers,
Yeah.
mysterious people.
Rando's probably not the correct word.
It's not politically correct.
That's not what I was going for. But sure, you're gonna end up coughing. You're gonna get black lung for doing that.
I remember there was like a thing that I did like when I was sick, where whenever I was like coming off it on sickness, I tended to have a lingering cough, and there was a thing I used to do where when I had like when I had like felt the need to cough but just couldn't, I would like basically just like heave to get myself to cough, just like go and
Oh, that worked.
When
Oh
do
right,
that,
I was
cough my hairball.
I was gonna say, hey, do you ever think you wanted to be part of something
Comedy group?
related? Well, now you can, because we're testing a prototype for a Discord server.
hell yeah,
Right?
I wasn't gonna say anything. I wanted to bring it up earlier, but I didn't want to say anything. So
yeah, we're
whipping
in
it
the
out right
process
now.
of making a Discord server, which includes our. Actually, you know, I'm curious. I've talked a lot about like my like mod experience. Do any of you guys have like any sort of internet modding experience? I'm curious, considering I don't think we'll
when you say
particularly
internet
need
modding,
it for the Discord
you
server,
mean like
but
being a moderator or like?
yeah, of and
I
like
have.
any-
Oh, absolutely.
I have.
Been there.
Yeah, I've been.
I have.
I had to moderate Sol and I's old like friend group server, like the
Oh,
only one
yeah.
that actually did anything, and I also was, I guess, a mod for the FFV, but I wouldn't
Oh,
say
My first,
not for long.
when it came to being a mod, my first shot at being a mod was my friend. You guys remember I told stories about Amy? She did the "You have mail, fat ass" ringtone that I had.
Oh,
yeah,
Sure.
yep.
When I was doing collabs with her, she invited me to her Discord server, and I got to be, for some reason, like her, I guess her whole thing was themed around meat. Don't ask why. I don't
Like
know.
Meat layer.
Like
And so
Like
I got to
butcher
be
meat?
what was known as the meat mod.
Meat mod. Whoever's the meat mod.
That's a
Yo,
fun- that's a
yo, yo,
fun-
yo. Meat
yeah, that's
mod.
fun.
Come
Let's see.
hang with the meat mod in the Monkey Brains Discord.
So I was the meat mod. Also, this is again back when I was Mark. So it rolled off
Meat
the
mod
tongue
Mark?
nicely. I was Meat Mod Marky was was the
Meat
name that I
Mod.
had went by at the time.
Oh my gosh.
You were Meat Mod Marky, otherwise known as
Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Oh. There was also I had
Mhm.
there was also images of me, like they had drawn me in maid outfits with like cat ears.
Of course.
I wonder.
Family tradition in Discord.
I don't know if
it's your
that's-
it's your internet rite of passage.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
more so that they did it because not only was I a moderator, but also like the person who was collabing with her at the time. So like, I didn't expect to have that many people like. I don't want to call them like my fans or whatever, but I didn't
Shout out
expect
to my
to have
fan
so many-
base, y'all real ones.
No, they're not even like a fan base, but it was so weird because like I didn't
Yeah,
really
like-
know what it was like to have people who wanted me there. Like when she was streaming, people were actively asking, "Hey, where's Marky? Where's Mark?" And I was like, "People want me there?" Like that's so weird. Like I've never had people ask about me like that before. And
Oh, you meat.
yeah, but it wasn't just for me. My buddy Whiska, who God bless that guy's soul, he's awesome. I haven't talked to them in a long time, but I hope he's doing all right. I hope both of them are doing all right. I haven't talked to either of them in a long time. But Whiska was also a meat mod, and he was also like another person that the people were expecting. Like, where's Whiska? Is he going to be joining us today? And it was.
Oh, you were the side characters.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of. We were kind of the side characters. But it was really cool to have people. Again, I don't want to call them my
Which
fans.
one
or
was
whatever.
which one was the overweight comic relief, and which one was the nerd? I calculate
I
that
don't know
pizza
about-
plus friends equals fun.
I don't know about overweight, but I would say Whiska's the nerd. I'm the comic relief, and Amy was kind of the star of the show.
She was the iCarly and you were the Gibby.
Gibber!
River, I want you to do a video of you jumping onto your stomach and shouting, River!
Whatever.
I mean, you can put like a pillow down or something. I'm not gonna make
I'll
you
probably
jump
jump
onto
on
like
the
the
bed,
hardwood
that'd be-
floor.
But yeah, just to know that people like anticipated my arrival, and the best part, oh my god, I don't know if I ever told you guys this story. Can I? I'll make this quick, I promise.
Yeah.
So we had a moment where we were playing Left 4 Dead 2, I believe, because I think we did mods. I don't remember if we played the game with mods or not. But we played Left 4 Dead 2, and at some point, because Amy knew that I was like gonna do something stupid, looked at me, pointed to the car next to her, and said, "Whatever you do, do not shoot this car because it will start an alarm and zombies will run after us. Don't do it," like pointing at me, because again, she knew I'd do something dumb. And then Whisko was the one to turn around and go like this, and he shot the car. And shortly after that, we came up with the idea of like, how cool would it be if people got to redeem a thing where we would wear our maid outfits, because we didn't really have a use for the maid outfits aside from like, oh, it's just a funny little thing that we like to do for our VTuber models.
Got a VTuber
Shit,
model?
my earbuds are dying. Give me a second.
Got a VTuber model? Got a
Pretty good.
VTuber model? You got a VTuber model?
Eventually she'll hear it.
Okay, there we go. I got it.
Anyway,
Where was I?
Repeat your question there.
You had a VTuber model?
Oh yeah. I'm not sure if I ever like. It was funny because when I first made the VTuber model, I made it in Vroid. And this is when I was first designing models. I didn't really know how to do I didn't really know how to design things. So Wisco was the one who put together the maid outfit, and then he gave me the assets for it later. And then I put it on my model, and then he put both of the models into Unity, I believe. And then we were able to do like custom expressions. Like if we hit a certain number on our keyboard, our character would do a certain emote. And
Oh,
I went through the process of making a middle finger emote, and I gave the assets to him, and then he put it on my model. And I'm not sure if it still exists, but if it does, I want to show it to you guys, because I think if I hit 9 on my keyboard, I could just flip the bird, and it's amazing. And I don't know why I went through the process of making it, but it was funny at the time, and I wanted to do it. Back to the streaming thing. It was right around that time that we came up with the idea of like, how about we make it a redeemable thing that like after people have been watching a certain amount of time, they can redeem us, like have our avatars be in maid outfits. And we were like, we don't want to do that for the whole stream, so let's set up a timer for it. And people who redeem it can get 30 minutes worth of the maid outfits.
It's a long time for a stream.
And so that's what we did. I pulled out my phone, I kept a timer. And before the timer could end, somebody redeemed it again. And for the next, I want to say 3 hours, or for the next 3 or 4 hours, or however long we were streaming for, people just kept redeeming it back to back to back. And so that pretty much that entire stream, I was in a maid outfit. And it became kind of the half joke that like we were doing it for so long that me and Wisco look like gay cat boys, and that people started shipping you and him together. So so that's, and I think at some point Imi took a screenshot of it and put a heart around us. Oh, that's what it was, because I fell asleep midstream.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Was this like a subathon or something?
It might have been. I don't remember.
She just like me for real, falling asleep and shit.
I fell asleep mid-game, and the way that I fell asleep, it made it look like my head was resting on Whiska's shoulder, and so that's where the jokes had sparked from, was gay cat boys, and like while I was in the middle of taking a nap, not Whiska, Imi had taken a screenshot of it and drew a heart around us. and I don't know if it's still up in her server somewhere, but if it is, I'm gonna go back and find it. But yeah, and so I designed my character to have a more feminine build too. I didn't use the male model, I used the female model in Vroid. So
foreshadowing.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, that was some major like egg cracking moment right there.
/ egg IRL.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that was when my egg really started to crack too.
Right.
Guys, when they see themselves in a maid outfit, holy shit.
That's kind of what did it for me too. I started like actually picturing myself in a maid outfit, and I was like, I could probably rock a skirt. Like, I could probably do that. I could probably rock a skirt, and
maybe
yeah. It was a hell of a ride, like streaming on Twitch. It didn't last very long. Oh, she rated my stream one time. That was fun. I found this cool game on itch. It was like where the idea is that you get mad and break everything. I think that was literally the name of the game. It was called Break Everything.
I think so.
And in the middle of me playing that game, she rated my stream, and I was like, "Holy crap!" She had at least 200 or 300 viewers.
For
Wow.
what?
Uh,
300
she-
viewers.
2 or 3? Wow, that's a lot, actually.
Yeah, she had like at least 200 or 300 viewers, and so when she rated my stream, they all came with her, and I was like,
Dang.
"Whoa!" Like I already had like maybe 15, 20 people in my chat room at the time, which was nice. It was a nice little number, but then she came in with like 200 or 300 people. I was like, "Whoa!"
God damn.
God damn.
Get
If
them.
only we could get those people back here so that no.
Can she raid our channel?
Can she rate our channel?
The thing is, I don't know. I might be able to. I might still be a mod. Like if I were to go back to her server, I might still get the mod role back. The thing about that is that if I did that and suddenly it was like, "Hey, come check out my podcast,"
Yeah, it
people
looked like
would
you're-
look at me. A lot of the people
Yeah.
who remember me there, they would look at me and go, "Where the fuck have you been? We thought you died."
Oh, I mean-
And also, you have a podcast now. Okay.
Hey guys, settle down. I know it's like the second coming of Jesus Christ, but I need to tell you that I have a podcast.
Not only that, they probably still remember me as Mark, so I got to go back and be like, "Yeah, I'm trans now. That's a thing." Like,
Rewriting your own. I guess I should be glad that a lot of the things that I associate. Goodness gracious, a lot of the places that I associate with, I just kind of either don't care enough about to go back to at this point. Gee, are you okay, Soul?
I choked on water.
Oh.
drink more of it.
Okay.
Alright. But yeah, all the communities where I was known like under an old name, I don't really care enough to go back to, or have been in long enough that they know about, like, you know, like my modern me, and I don't have to explain anything. And then there's just people that I met after the fact, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's going back to people be like, actually, I woman, and definitely. But I mean, anything else to that story, or?
No, that was pretty much it.
All right.
I just wanted to share some personal experiences.
But yeah.
I'm a pretty open book about my past, which is kind of funny.
I'm obviously a very open book about my past, if these podcast episodes are anything to go by. Maybe too much, but you know. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say there's things that I don't want to discuss. There are absolutely things that I don't want to discuss, because there are some things that are like, I do not want to be brought up ever again, because they are not at all representative of who I am now, and that's all you'll get.
Yeah. That's all I'll get.
Because it was bad. But yeah, we'll make a. Anyway, the point of this was that we're going to be making a Discord server. I am in the process of putting it together. Presumably, like, how it'll probably work is just public server. We'll figure out if we want to do any sort of like cool different systems in them. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. I might even like. I'm like also tempted to just learn how to make like learn how to make like a Discord bot, so I can like, so I'm not putting in like all these generic bots in. I could, but it's more fun to DIY it. So
you would rather make your own bot for that?
Hey, it sounds fun. Plus there's all sort of like APIs and shit for it. But
So, shouldn't you be going to sleep already, bro?
I'm just waiting for the podcast.
yeah, I'm trying to finish it off by just mentioning about the Discord server. But yeah, we'll be there. It's not like we're celebrities, so, you know, it's not like we're gonna be like, never talk to us unless, under any circumstances, unless we happen to be in chat. No, we're not important. You can talk to us. if you
Talk to me. I don't talk
Don't-
to anyone ever. Please talk to me. I need people to talk to. Please. I am desperate.
Please God, I'm so alone. I need to talk to someone. Please, I'm begging you.
I can't handle being with these dipshits any longer. Please, someone, God, fucking text. No.
Please,
So call me, maybe.
Person.
Hey, you just got in the server, and you're a monkey brain, and now you're in here. So call me maybe.
So call me monkey.
Say call me monkey.
But yeah, we'll get the Discord server up. Maybe next episode, maybe the episode after that. Shouldn't be too long. Discord servers aren't really that hard to put together. But we'll have it up, we'll have it running, and it'll be cool. Make sure to join it whenever we'll plug it excessively. In every episode that will come out after it's like made, we will be endlessly plugging it, and you will not hear the end of it. It's like how we it's like how in normal conversation we will bring up this podcast like we're promoting it, despite the fact that no one else is there.
I hate that, by the way. You should please stop doing that.
It's such
Like on the down low, or like
Huh?
like on the down low.
Are you SRS or are you J?
Are you for real, or are you not?
No, I'm Jem, not Jay.
I will make the frequencies of which I promote the channel in instances where there are no cameras less. So while we have the camera rolling, everybody go ahead and hit that like button.
I'll do it when we're in. I'll do it only on the occasion when we're with someone who isn't part of the podcast.
And subscribe right now.
Yeah, you watching this right now. Make sure to subscribe to this channel
if you haven't already, and don't forget, Helen needs her leg to be taken away and sacrificed to the gods of the underworld, so that way my old music doesn't ever come out ever.
And remember, always season your chicken. It always tastes better that way. Don't just put it and boil it. That is bad.
Marinate your chicken. Marinate your chicken. Let the juices flow inside of the meat. Get the meat all juicy.
Marinate your chicken in marinara sauce. That's why it's called.
Like you don't want
suck it off the bone.
You don't want pasty white chicken.
Suck it off the bone.
Yeah, suck the chicken off the bone. Actually, just
suck
like
the chicken off. What?
Slabber it with so long it's tender like a rib.
Saliva before you cook it. That way it tastes better.
that way only you will be able to have it.
That way only you have it.
I'm reminded of this Garfield comic where John is like, you're on a diet, you can only eat whatever you can suck through the straw, and then Garfield just sucks an entire chicken through the straw. That's what I'm imagining on this.
Except all the meat falls off and the bone goes through.
All right, we're gonna end it now.
Yeah,
but
we need to end it. Guys, say bye.
The last Monkey Brains episode ever.
Bye.
I'm so broken.
Remember to join our Discord server when it comes out.
And we join our cult coming soon.
Yup. Cult coming soon, trademark.